Angeles.
Breaking news.
Gain capital of the nation. This is Los Angeles. This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
Gain capital of the nation. This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
Gain capital of the nation. This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
Gain capital of the nation. This is Los Angeles. This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
Gain capital of the nation. This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
Gain capital of the nation. This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
Gain capital of the nation. This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
Gain capital of the nation. This is Los Angeles. This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
Gain capital of the nation. This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
Gain capital of the nation. This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
Gain capital of the nation. This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
Gain capital of the nation. This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
Gain capital of the nation. This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
Welcome, everyone, back to News with Norbeez. I want to thank everybody on the live chat, everybody who's just barely logging in, everybody who's barely getting their pizza, everybody's getting their food right now, sitting down. You got your girl nice and showered, sitting right next to you, and you guys are about to get the ghetto news. Coming straight from the hood. Get your ghetto news from unprofessional perspective, okay? Other than that, just a minor announcement before we get into it with News with Norbeez. If you guys didn't know, Be Real was just here, and we had a fucking dope-ass time with Smoking with the Wizard. Even though I don't smoke, people always talk, but you don't smoke. I don't have to smoke. My guest smokes, so I'm going to allow him to smoke. I got somebody else coming in March 1st. March 1st, another special guest on Smoking with the Wizard. I have to admit, I did get a contact high, but you know what? That's the way the ball bounces. Boom. So other than that, I want to remind you guys also that not too long ago, we had Commitment Soldier here, Calls with the Wizard. He had a great, powerful message where he shared his story. And then before that, we had Lux Tattoos. Okay, make sure you guys check out Lux Tattoos. And before that, we had Afro, great rapper, lyricist, dope dude. I'm actually going to be having him back when I start doing Sneaking in the Movies with him, where we just review old school movies. For an example, who do you like better, Rambo or Commando, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, that type of shit. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Damn, I thought I was about to sneeze. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it with the one and only News with Norbeez.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going?
Norbert, I have to ask you.
Yes, Tony. Ask away.
Did you just recently like get jumped in or something or what?
You know, I don't want to put that out there like that, but no, I didn't. But I gotta admit though, when you brought this hat to my attention, I've never actually worn a hat like this.
And you like it, huh?
I've always been curious about it. I don't know if I like it yet or not. I'm gonna wear it throughout the show and see how I feel with it on. Again, never wore it. I've worn a beret. I don't know if you're familiar with a beret.
Yeah.
I've worn that before.
A green one?
Yeah, you know, a blue one. But
okay.
I think I did that because of Samuel L. Jackson. You remember when he was wearing that a lot backwards?
Right.
I didn't wear it the other way around. I wore it backwards.
Okay.
Did you ever get into that?
You know what? I wore a red beret, but we're talking about in junior high school.
Ah, okay.
Because of the type of genre of music that I was listening to.
Oh, I thought because you joined the ROTC.
Yes, I did.
Oh,
no, I'm only playing. No, but I'm glad. I'm glad that you're looking. You know, you're looking firme.
Damn, thanks, Tony. I appreciate that.
Hey, you know what? Let's put that on the live chat. Does Norbert look firme or nah? Okay, that's what you got to put.
Go.
Firme or nah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me go ahead and turn off my notifications because I always tell people I'm about to go live and guess what they fucking do? They blow me up.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So make sure you guys tap in. Does Norbert look firme or nah?
Hey.
Okay. Other than that, did you enjoy the Smoking with the Wizard?
Oh, my God. It was an amazing interview. I mean, it was incredible. You guys tapped in on so many things and so many topics. You guys went through a whole lot. I mean, it's
4
weird
hours.
because it was 4 hours. I didn't feel like it was 4 hours.
No.
It was weird. It just maybe because of the contact high and
It does.
you know several shots that I have taken or also that might have also done it. That might have helped the situation go by faster. But I get it. It was great. It was great.
Okay, now let me ask you this because we hadn't drank since New Year's Eve. How did it feel drinking again, bro?
I gotta say, I don't think it hit me. It was weird. I thought it was gonna hit me quicker. It didn't hit me.
You know, I still want to encourage everybody not to be drinking because I'm still doing it.
Same here.
My thing is
Same here.
that day, because of the occasion that he was here, when I took my first drink of the mezcal, it really fucking burned me.
Yeah.
You know, it felt weird. It felt different. And I'll be honest with you, even though I don't wake up hungover,
Yeah.
I just woke up in the morning like feeling like, you know what? Why did I do that? I had a great time. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I just felt like, you know what? I don't even know if I even want to drink anymore, to be honest with you.
Wow.
That's how I woke up. That's how I woke up because my body feels a lot better.
I don't know. A lot of people say they like Buzz Tony.
The drunk Tony.
The drunk Tony, they enjoy watching.
One
Drunk
girl
Tony.
actually wrote me. She goes, I like you when you're drunk. I don't know what the fuck that drunk means. You know.
And then when you start going,
Yeah, yo, Adrian. Exactly.
what was they saying again?
Yeah, so somebody put Tony is a raging alcoholic. I'm so raging. Fucking dumbass. Anyways, but yes, I encourage everyone to continue
Definitely.
on the straight and narrow path.
Yeah.
And we'll put down the liquor and continue. I still work out 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Actually, today, Friday I didn't go.
Yeah.
So I got to make it up tomorrow. And by the way, I got an announcement. Today, my daughter gave me my 4th grandchild. So, my 4th grandchild, baby girl. So now I got 2 boys, 2 girls.
Wow.
2 boys, 2 girls.
That's awesome.
Yes. You know what? Being a grandpa is a beautiful, beautiful thing. You know what? You live on.
Yeah.
You know, that's
The
why.
legacy.
Yes. You know, and I'm not trying to throw mud in somebody's eye.
Yeah.
But I do want to say this. I've known people that are beautiful people,
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
But they just never took that next step to end up with somebody or settle down with someone and have children.
Yeah.
They never did it. And I told my friends, like, bro, if you die, you never have one,
Yeah.
you just die. You never.
I mean, but it's not only men, it's women. Some women choose they don't want to have kids either.
Yeah.
And
I understand.
You know what? I kind of get it for this time around now, the way this world is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a tough wanting to have a kid out here, especially in this city.
Well, let me say this, okay? I lived in my city. When people say, well, you know what, I'm not trying to have a kid because of this world. Bro, the world was fucked up even when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is facts. It was very fucked up.
So let's not even do that. And I raise my kids fine. Yeah. If I ever die, my face lives on through my son. My face lives on through my daughter.
It does, yeah.
Now I have grandkids.
Yeah.
So my legacy is going to live on.
Definitely.
So that's one thing about me. I'm not here to encourage pregnancy, but but I am saying
we will be touching on that topic.
Yeah,
though.
But you know what? I am saying that I'm just thankful that my family is multiplying.
It's a beautiful thing when your legacy continues on, and you know it's going to continue on after you're gone from this world.
Right.
Because I mean, I see some families that the family doesn't continue, and either the kids don't want kids or they end up gay. Oh.
Hey, I couldn't have said that better.
Man, that's the world we live in.
Yeah. I mean, some people they don't want to have any kids, so that's on them. Anyways, Norbert, let's go ahead and jump right into it because I'm really, really excited about today. I'm so excited. I'm ecstatic.
Let's see. We go with these
yes.
news today. Okay, so this one was a man that was arrested because after being stopped, he spontaneously told the deputy he had dope on him.
Oh shit! So you could tell he got nervous then.
Yeah,
he got scared.
nervous.
He got scared.
Yeah, he got scared. Can you guess where this happened?
Florida.
Fuck.
On
February 10, 2023, while conducting stationary traffic enforcement in the median of the US 19 highway near the intersection of Northeast 31st Avenue, Deputy T. Reed with the Dixie County Sheriff's Office observed a vehicle violating Florida state traffic laws. The driver of the vehicle was identified as Harris Harrelson.
Okay.
Of Chiefland, Florida. During the traffic stop, Harrelson spontaneously uttered that he had some marijuana underneath his seat.
Okay, so it's not legal over there?
Well, here's the part that's interesting. The deputy then began his drug investigation as a result of the as a result of what he said. So, as far as I know, in Florida, it is legal, but I guess just like here in California, it has to be a certain way. It has to be locked up in its original container. It has to be sealed if it's in your car here in California. If you have it loose or open or just on your seater that's open, that's a no-no. You can't do that.
Like for an example, like if I go to a dispensary, okay?
Yeah.
Do I still have to have my medical card, or can I just go in there and just buy weed?
You could go in. No, you don't need your medical card anymore. It's recreational use also.
Oh, okay.
But if the cop finds it open in your car while you're driving back home with it, then that's a no-no. You'll get a ticket for that.
Oh, because now it's a DUI, isn't it?
Yes. So you'll get that because they can't prove that you're high. That's the one thing.
You can't?
They can't. They can't legally prove that you're high at that moment.
I can always tell when Alex is high.
You could, but scientifically, you can't.
Oh, in other words, like I can't look at a guy and go,
I can't get
You're marijuano.
I mean, bloodshot eyes, talking all
Yeah.
funny.
you're high.
Yeah,
No, I'm just stupid.
No, again, that's
You know?
one of the things. That's one of the things about why a lot of the money of the tax
Right.
for weed is going towards research on how to instantly prove somebody's high.
Okay.
3 years, 5 years, ever since that's happened, they haven't found any actual way of testing this.
Boom.
So that's why they tell you when the cop stops you, shut the fuck up and get your lawyer.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to say shit.
So this happened in Florida. I gotta assume it's the same rule. You can't have it open. So because the way he said he had weed in there, the cop was obligated to check how he has it in there. If
Okay. Okay, like Alex, when he drives around with the bong, between his legs,
Yeah.
is that legal here?
If he has weed in there in the bong,
Yeah.
no, it's not legal. He would get a ticket for that.
You just been saying it's not legal.
What do you mean?
It's illegal, you mean?
Yeah, it's illegal.
Yeah, you
if
said-
he had weed in there.
Oh, yeah.
If he had weed on the bong
it would
while
be
it was
illegal.
between his legs,
Yeah.
then yeah, it would be illegal.
Okay, now what if he just told the cop, I'm high. Can you just give me a pass?
But no,
don't
if
say that.
he had missed to that, then
You don't say
he'll
that.
screw himself.
to
He'll
shut
screw himself in that process. That's why you have to shut up and not say nothing.
What if
when
you're a
that
chubby
happens.
dude? Can you show cleavage?
Hey, according to the rules,
It hasn't worked for me yet. But
Go ahead. According to the what rules?
according to the rules,
Like what? Politic rules? Or?
no, like
Okay.
even the cop can walk up to your car and it could smell like weed and they can't tell you anything. But when they see the weed, if it's visible to them, they can search your car because they could see it.
so this happened with this guy, and because of that, this cop found
How much did he find?
he found that he was in possession of methamphetamine, controlled substances, methamphetamine, and also the controlled substance known as fentanyl.
So he just, oh, fuck.
So I'm
Okay,
pretty
but
sure he wished he did have weed there instead of having those two things in there.
Okay, but let me tell you this. Okay. I'm asking, I want the people out there to hear this. Does a cop have a right to search your car?
Yes, if he finds any actual reason, probable cause, then yeah, he's allowed to. You can't stop it. And you
Fuck.
shouldn't stop it. You
Okay.
got to let it happen, but not say anything. Because even if they did find something in there, they still have to prove that it belongs to you. For all that you know is some
Right.
passenger came in, dropped that shit in there.
I'm going to tell you what I did a long time ago, okay? I had a Fusca, tenía una pistola
all right.
in the car. And I was at a gas station. The fucking cop rolled up on me. And he just says, hey, get out of the car. That's what he said.
Yeah.
I left the keys in the ignition and I locked my car and I just closed the door
Oh, shit. All right.
like that. And when he tried to open it,
Yeah.
sit over there in the curb, handcuff, whatever. Sit on the curb. What happened? I fucked up and I left my keys in there. That was it.
Well, what, he left you? Like,
Yeah, he left me.
I don't have time to deal with
yeah,
this
after
shit.
like 15 minutes later, he was like, okay, well, you know what? You're going to have to go get a key. I don't have an extra pair of keys. I don't know how I'm going to fucking do it. Okay, cool. Well, then just walk home. So I walked home, went around the block, came back. He was gone. I popped it off from the back, hopped in, and got the fuck out of there. Fuck him. So that's what I did.
There you go, guys. I mean,
Lock
if
your
there
motherfucking
was
car.
ever a lesson to be learned tonight, it would be that.
See.
Lock your keys in there, get out, slam that door shut.
Slam that motherfucking door. He can't search shit.
Let that motherfucker,
Biatch.
they can't break that motherfucker in either.
All right, now go for it.
His bond was set at $5,000. So,
Don't get high on your own supply. All right.
all right. So, recently a couple was arrested after being found with crystal meth in their baby's diaper bag. It's no longer for diapers.
Damn, dude. Like, are you...
A South Florida couple has been arrested after being found with crystal methamphetamines inside their baby's diaper. Police in Dora arrested 31-year-old Jandri Plancetes and 25-year-old Carla Martinez Atencio for alleged drug trafficking, auto theft, and child neglect. Officials say the couples were found by officers riding in a stolen van with 42 grams of crystal methamphetamines concealed in their baby's diaper bag.
Okay, so not the baby's diaper, but the diaper bag.
The bag, yeah, the bag. They're pretty big. well, I mean, you're gonna be seeing those soon again, right?
What are they doing?
I mean, that's your classic Bonnie and Clyde story.
Okay, Norbert, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you right now?
38.
Okay, 38. Let's just give this example. And there's people out there slanging still.
Yeah.
Okay. You get caught with some crystal meth like that. How many years you think you'll get?
Me, I probably get 25.
Okay, about 25, right?
About 25.
Now I'm going to ask you this: you got 25 years to waste?
Hell no.
Okay, so you'll get out when what?
Shit.
Okay.
Really later.
Yeah, almost 60. Okay.
60, yeah. 20, 38, 38, 38. 60.
Do you really have that much time to kill?
No. Hell no.
Now here's my question: is it worth it?
No, it's not worth it. It's never worth it, especially for fucking to slang. But you know, it's because everyone, the young people, they want the easy way out. Well, actually, they're not really that young. They're just, well, actually, no, 20, 25-year-old, 31-year-old. I mean, they're fairly
so it's a
young.
classic example of get rich or die trying.
Pretty much. And unfortunately, there is a child involved. And that's the fucked up part about this, that these two, you know, they probably get high off their own shit.
Yeah.
They might even be a mule.
Yeah, you never know. Speaking of the mule, great movie. With,
Did you watch it?
I love that movie. With
The one,
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood?
Yeah. You know what? One thing that he's been doing a lot of movies with, he's been doing a lot of raza in his movies.
I mean, it's understandable. You look at Mel Gibson. He tends to be evolving a lot of raza now too.
Yeah. Well, because you know what? Like Steve Yano saw that there was a market and nobody's catering to them.
Well, that's what I tell a lot of people. Like, people are only focused on the U.S. That's chump change compared to the whole entire continent and South America combined.
Yeah.
If you could tap into those, into that demographic, you're gonna make way more than you would make here.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, people, it's hard for them to understand that. You know, I never understood that part where you have to learn the Spanish. But in this case, if you want to delve, you gotta involve yourself into that world.
Look, bro, if it was predominantly Chinese here, we would be learning Chinese.
Yeah.
Because it will nos conviene más if we learn both languages.
Yeah.
Okay. But today you have people, you know, like Raza, the U.S. You speak Spanish, but that wasn't our native language. That's the Spanish motherfucker. We speak it.
Yeah,
you know,
that's the language that's there.
Go to Mexico and tell them that.
Yeah.
You know, go to Ecuador, El Salvador, go to Guatemala and tell them that that's a white man's language.
Not Brazil, though. It's Portuguese.
You know what the fuck I mean. Okay? So, but you know, we're not going to change it. So it's good to learn both languages.
Yeah, and languages aside, we're the majority as brown people.
Thank you.
Where we are the majority. You know, it's funny because I hear a lot of social media saying, you know, whites are the majority, blacks are the majority. They're not the majority.
No,
they're only in one country in this continent. We fill out the rest of the fucking continent from north to south.
Yeah.
We are the majority of this side of the world. Hands down. Nobody could tell me any other race is more. Brown people are the majority on this side of the world. Isn't that funny how that is? In Africa, it's going to be the blacks. Of course. That's just one continent. In Europe, it's going to be the whites.
Yeah.
And then on China, and it's going to be the Asians.
Right.
And then you got India. That's all brown people too.
Right.
And then Australia, it was black people until white people took it over. But this side of the world, primarily, majority has always been brown.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't say it was partially black here, partially white here, partially Asian here. No, you can't say that. Some people might say, "Oh, but the indigenous people came from China through the land bridge." It's bullshit. There's no fucking land. You know what? There is some truth to it, because if you do go to Alaska, those people are definitely Asian. You look at them, you swear they came from what is now modern Japan or Korea.
Okay.
They don't look like those brown redskin Native Americans in the U.S.
Right.
That's for damn sure.
All right.
But I'm just saying, we are the majority.
And I have to agree. Okay, now, so talking about the diaper shit.
Oh yeah. So
Does it say how much they got sentenced for, or what did they pay?
no. That one's still ongoing to see. what's going on with them.
Well, you know they're gonna get fucking
They
years.
did turn in the baby to a family member, but they're gonna see what's gonna happen with it. I mean, because if that other guy that was transporting that got caught with methamphetamine and fentanyl, with only a $5,000 bill, like for us that wouldn't be $5,000 here. That'd be like $1 million.
I know.
It'd be $1 million bill here.
Yeah.
I don't think
I
these
agree.
people get a whole lot of time.
No.
Florida's pretty loose. That's probably why meth is so big there.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's keep it pushing.
Sticking to this same subject here, you remember that we talked about the libraries in Colorado?
Yes.
Those 1, 2.
Yeah.
Well, now it's 3.
3?
Yes.
Okay, what the fuck is it with crystal meth and fucking libraries?
Well, recently another library let me read this here. In Penrose Library in the Pikes Peak Library District closed Saturday after initial screenings for meth contaminations in the bathrooms showed levels that were above the state threshold, just like the other 2 libraries.
Right.
So, because of what happened to those 2 other libraries, the districts decided that they probably need to check the other libraries. And this one that came up first happened to be contaminated. So they're now noticing a trend with these libraries.
So is
now
it
being used.
Is it somebody just getting high in there? Is that what it is?
Everyone getting high in there. This is another location in the district. So meaning it just proves that so many people are using meth that they're using these libraries to do it.
So what's going on is that they're thinking nobody will ever know or that we're doing it here.
Yeah, that's gotta be what I'm assuming they're thinking. And unfortunately, these libraries are just new glory holes, if you know what I mean.
Oh, she's in a glory hole. Okay. All right.
For meth, though.
Okay.
But it's unfortunate that more libraries are being tested now and probably will come out positive with contamination of meth. So it's definitely a growing problem in Colorado.
Either that or just stop doing fucking meth.
But it's meth.
Messed up.
Okay,
let's keep it pushing.
All right, so this is something that I think I messaged you that I think we need to get some samples when this new product comes out. A new male birth control drug is being seen as effective at preventing pregnancy.
So now a man could be on the pill.
A man can be in the pill. Preclinical studies find a contraceptive developed by researchers at Weill Cornell Medical College could lead to a short-term, fast-acting option for men without side effects of hormonal pills. An experimental contraceptive drug was effective at temporarily disabling sperm in male mice, according to a study published Tuesday by research at West Cornell Medical College in New York City, bringing science one step closer to developing a short-term, fast-acting birth control for men.
Okay, so if you want to bone a girl and your pull-out game is not that good, take the pill.
Take the pill. Take the pill because this pill prevents the jizz from jizzing.
Okay, but here's my thing. If they can't even, because it's not even 100% for women when they're on the pill, okay?
No.
What's the percentage on this? Does it give it?
They didn't give the percentage. They just said it was high and it was effective. So we're going to go with the condom. Condoms are what, 99.1?
See, but okay, now here's the thing. Let's talk about condoms.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that condom so that I don't get a disease, okay? It never said for you don't have to get a disease, bro. It's for pregnancy, if I'm correct.
Pregnancy, yeah.
So can you still get a disease fucking abroad or another fucking dude
I mean,
with a condom?
If it has a hole in it, a tear in it, and you wash your... you slap your dong on some nasty kuka, then
Yeah, bro.
you could definitely still get an STD. I mean, or you get some sort of bacteria. I mean, nothing's ever safe, right?
And let's be honest, bro. Let's just throw our cards on the table right now, if you will. How many dudes still use condoms?
No, nobody. I've seen a lot of pregnant women lately.
Exactly,
A lot
bro.
of baby daddies.
Exactly. So
a lot of.
I hope we're hearing laughs in the background.
I
really do hope
I
that.
see a new wave of single mom empowerment coming up soon.
Okay. Here's another thing, bro. Look, but even if you do have a kid,
Yeah.
you know what's become an epidemic?
What?
And tell me if I'm wrong. A lot of baby daddies, a lot of baby mamas, not enough families.
That is an epidemic.
Let's be honest.
It's true. I mean, and I don't know, man. And it's crazy because it's got. I know it has to be both sides. It's not one side only. It's both sides. Moms don't want the moms are mad with the baby daddy, so they're keeping away the kid from the daddy just to get at them. And the dads are just fucking lazy assholes that don't want to take care of their kids.
Or it's the other way around también.
Yeah.
See, but this is my thing, Norbert. It's like when I talk to dudes, how come you're not with your girl anymore? Oh no, fuck, that bitch is toxic. You didn't know that she was before you fucked her.
Yeah, the G strings, the super micro mini skirts, the big titties popping out. You didn't know she was toxic.
Yeah, you didn't know, or she didn't know you were.
Telling you to get bottle service and fucking pay for her pedicures and manicures. You didn't know.
Bro. I will say this, okay, and I think it goes both ways because there are men that look for women to take care of them.
Yeah.
There are homosexuals.
And I feel a little one-sided on this one because I find it hard to hate on the guy that does that.
Well, I'm not saying hate on them, but they're out there.
I mean,
okay?
yeah, they are out there.
Because
they're getting paid.
I had some friends that got a brand new BMW, living in a nice-ass home, and milking this broad that 60 years old.
Well, I mean, she's technically milking him also.
Great point. Yes. That milk. Okay. La lechita. Okay. Now, then there's girls that you got to have money to keep them. Let me tell you something. Let me give you some advice.
What they will call them, I think they will call themselves high value women.
Shit. Okay.
Okay, Tony. Well, let me ask you, what do you consider a high value woman?
Una puta.
Really? Yeah. No, I mean you. Not what you see out there. You personally, what would you consider a high value woman?
In the world's terms, una puta. For me now.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'll answer your question. A woman like my mother. Okay? Meaning, this is my interpretation of that. A hard worker. A loving mother.
All right.
Attends to her family. Will give her life for her family. Educated. Hard-working. Non-lazy. Okay? To me, that's what that is.
Okay. So what about body counts?
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. When I would date somebody, I would ask, how many dudes did you fuck?
You would ask. You do ask. How many dudes?
I do.
Now, is there a cap? Is there a cap where you're like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. Walk away.
These are great questions, Norbert. I'm glad you're. Me personally, look, you're not going to find no virgins. Okay, you're not going to find no virgins today.
I mean, it's a needle in the haystack out here.
Yeah, it's a needle in the fucking haystack. Okay, but let me say this, and you're not going to find no virgin dudes. Okay.
I think that's more of you probably find that more than.
Yeah. Okay. I asked how many dudes. Okay.
Yeah.
To me, it cannot be no more than the fingers on one hand. It cannot be no more than the fingers on one hand. Maybe I've always just attracted good women.
Yeah.
But, people may say, oh, they're lying to you. No, you know what kind of woman you're getting involved with. You guys are watching, you know what kind of women you're getting involved with. Women, you know what kind of men you're getting involved with. So you know. Yeah. Okay? But now, if she's 35 and she told me she was a virgin, I'm not believing that shit. Okay?
Yeah. Maybe super Christian values.
Now, if that's true, eventually, by getting to know her, honestly, si vas a saber, you're going to know.
You're going to know.
You will know, bro. And then when it's time to do the nasty, you will know.
You feel your wing just going down the hall.
Now, but you know what? That opens up another question, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Do women still save it till they get married?
I like to think so. I like to think they do, just not here. Just not here in this city.
When you say city, you're talking about the U.S. or talking about women?
LA. I'm talking about LA. Unfortunately, you're not gonna find that because LA is way too sexualized. You see fucking sex in every corner.
Everywhere, bro.
Every fucking neighborhood. Every billboard, you see a big ass titty. Or you see
something. You're gonna sell you're gonna use sex to fucking sell charcoal, you know. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, do women still say, "I'm gonna save it till I get married"?
Nah, not like I said. Maybe in the Midwest where the ratio isn't that high,
Right.
and there's more women than men. It's a possibility. The
Amish.
Amish, they're very strict on that kind of stuff.
But let me say this: is there men that say, "I'm gonna save it till I get married"?
Hell no, not in this city. It's definitely not in this city.
Yeah.
You play a fucking game and have sex in it.
Porque ya se la jalaron.
Everything.
So, yeah.
And then you got phones that you got these parents that give these kids phones with unrestriction
Thank
things
you.
on there. And
Thank you.
and it just takes one of their fucking little ass friends to fucking send them this site. And then it all hell breaks loose. They're instantly connected to
Exactly.
massive amounts of porn.
Hey, girl, look up BBC.
And it's bad. You don't want
Yeah.
your teenager boys having friends like that. You gotta check them and then that's the other thing. Going back to these single moms also and single dads. Like if you have a nephew out there and they don't have a dad, go be a dad to them.
Go be a dad to them.
Spend a couple hours out of the weekend. If you know that dad isn't showing up for them, for your family, you need to show up for them.
Yeah.
You need to show up for that boy to make sure he doesn't grow up some simp.
Yeah.
That's probably why we have so many simps in this world
Oh,
right now.
I know we do.
Because we don't have dads doing their job. And we're making these simps are making these women that don't deserve to be up there
Right.
high in the sky.
Well, a lot of these women start becoming the man in a sense because the man doesn't step up and do his fucking part.
Yeah, and because we're not teaching.
Okay, but and here's what's happening. We have more beta men out there.
Yeah.
Okay. Then they look at crazy us alpha males. Us like, oh, you fucking motherfuckers.
You're a toxic guy
You're a
because
toxic
we're masculine.
guy.
We're more direct.
I'm very
Disrespectful.
direct. Nobody's gonna strip me of my masculinity, bro. I was raised from a father que se chingó.
Bro,
He'd go to work, bro. You know, and his work wasn't done when he got home.
Yeah.
He handed over the check to my mom,
Yeah.
and that's just the way it was.
Yeah.
Aquí está el cheque.
Yeah.
Take a shower. Come on, let's go do this. We're gonna go do this. And I learned all of that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any more of that. I would love to see more.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there is. So much love to respect to all the fathers that are still doing that out
Yes,
there.
definitely. Much respect to them.
But we have more baby mamas, more baby daddies, and not enough families.
yeah.
Okay.
And that being said, too, if you know your sister or female cousin is keeping that kid away from their dad just to piss off the dad, check your sister, check your female cousin.
Yes.
Tell them that's stupid. Let that boy go see his dad. Because
Yeah.
you're going to end up a fucking simp giving all this shit to a girl that doesn't deserve it.
Right.
And then making all these women super rich.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with women getting super
No,
rich,
no.
but it's wrong because they're doing OnlyFans and they're laughing that they did it all by themselves. No, you got all that fucking money because a bunch of simps fucking paid for it.
To see a chicloso. That's what it was.
Exactly.
Okay, now let me answer this. Now, for me, that type of woman that I said that if you need money to keep her,
Yeah.
get rid of that hoe. Okay, seriously, get rid of that hoe. And if you're watching, get rid of that hoe. Because if you cannot get her out of the nightclub, if she needs Chanel and she needs Prada, she needs Gucci,
Yeah.
and she needs Michael Kors, get rid of her fucking ass. Okay?
I mean, and to play devil's advocate, if that girl was already living that lifestyle and you know you can't give that to her,
Then that's your damn fault.
that's your own damn fault.
Yes. Okay. That's your own damn
Yeah,
fault.
'cause
I'm glad you brought up that
yeah.
other side. But now there's nothing. Now let me clarify. There's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with women or men having nice things if you work for them.
Exactly.
There's
Exactly.
nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
But when you depend, like I'm gonna get with this guy. He's not that good looking, but he's a baller. He has a Hummer or he has a Ferrari or something. Fuck it, I'll fuck him for some red bottoms.
And you see that.
Yeah.
I think I saw a post where this big heavyset dude came out with this freaking banging ass girl. Mm-hmm. This guy was like pulling down his shirt because he was wearing the tightest fucking shirt in
He
the
probably
world.
had them hot links back here.
Yeah.
Because his head was so fat.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
Biggest fucking watch you ever seen in your life. But you know why she was with him.
You know why she's sucking his fucking his little fucking cuerito, okay?
It's Chicano.
Okay, because she wants that fucking money.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. You know what will happen? The moment that she meets somebody that has more money, she'll leave that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen it.
Especially if he's skinny.
Yeah, time and time over and over again, bro. We've seen it time and time. Get rid of them hoes, okay? We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. That's
But yeah, those aren't worth it. You know what, man? Because they'll make your fucking life miserable.
They will. They won't. They don't really add to your life. If anything, they do add to your life, but not in a positive way.
And on the other hand, because I don't want people to say, Tony, you're just picking on hoes. I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about hoes.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't call women bitches. I call bitches bitches.
There you go.
Okay? But al mismo tiempo, there's also some men that are very abusive. And usually, those men are abusive to women, okay?
Yeah.
But they will never be that way to another man.
No, hell no. Hell
They
no.
will
no.
never know.
No,
They
no.
will never be. I know this one rapper I used to work with. They used to cuss out girls, hit girls, slap girls. And then one day I stood up for his girl. And I said,
Yeah.
what the fuck you doing, man?
Yeah.
Y se rajó el cabrón. Hey, man, promise me you'll never hit me, okay? Promise me. He knows who the fuck he is. So, yeah, bro, but...
I'm glad you brought that up because there are guys like that, and those guys do need a good ass whooping.
Yeah, exactly. But the reason why I didn't whip his ass, because that motherfucker will call the cops on me. Later on, he ended up telling me that if you would have laid a hand on me, I'll call the police and take you to jail for manslaughter.
Jesus.
Okay? This is what we've come to now, bro.
Yeah.
This is what we've come to now, that dudes won't catch fades anymore.
Nah.
Okay?
No.
They don't catch fades anymore. You know what it is? It's I'll call the police.
Yeah.
You talk all that shit on social media, but then when that dude steps up to you, you want to call the fucking cops.
Yup.
Fucking lame ass motherfucker. Anyways.
It's very embarrassing.
Oh, and somebody actually just put his name on the live chat. And yeah. Anyways, go ahead.
I'm not even looking at the live chat. Don't get it.
Nah, I mean, let's go.
All right. So speaking about, I'm glad you brought up that topic about
Yeah.
abusive guys.
Yeah.
A man in Indonesia has been arrested for the murder of his fiancée following her accusations that he had sex with a cow.
How do you? Okay.
Authorities
I'll
have detained a suspect identified as Mikhail Oi for the death of a 35-year-old woman identified as Agustina Riri. According to a report by DDIC.com, the suspect was upset with the victim because she accused him of committing adultery, then often asking for sex, and that he had sex with a cow on their farm.
So this is not
The
cow
lo-
tipping.
the local
This
police
is cow
says.
dipping.
Yeah, oh yeah, this is definitely cow dipping. The suspect was charged in court and could be jailed for 15 years if found guilty under Indonesian laws. 15 years. Another reason why you should be glad that you're here in the U.S.
Boom.
Because this dude's only, if he's found guilty of murdering her, he's only getting 15 years. And he's out.
Fuck. 15 years?
15 years. That's it.
Fuck. Guilty.
Right here, you get 25 to life and you kill.
I know, bro. I know. They just recently, by the way, unless you're going to cover that Buffalo guy, remember that fucking filmed himself going into that market?
Oh,
he was live on Twitch.
Yeah.
They just recently gave him life without parole. The possibility of parole, yeah. This motherfucker killed innocent people.
So somebody told me once, DM'd me, told me that, man, I hope they get the death sentence. And I'm not gonna lie. I honestly say I hope they don't. I hope we come up with a way to torture these people for what they did. Like, because
Now, some people disagree, but families of those victims won't
family
disagree.
won't disagree. No, because if you kill them, they're dead. It's over.
It's over, yeah.
The guilt's gone.
Yeah.
They're never gonna think about who they killed. You keep them alive, and you torture them. You make them feel that pain, that same pain those family members. You even let the family go there and torture them, because I know they will go there and torture them.
Yeah.
But you leave that mark on them. But we won't do that because it's inhumane.
Right.
Which is that's the odd part here. It was inhumane what they did, but they can't get inhumane treatment. I don't know.
Fuck, bro. But they got rights. Jeffrey Dahmer has rights.
Yeah, right. They deserve to have a fair trial and get a bed, get breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
If OJ would have did that in Saudi Arabia, do you think they would have given the trial that we give him here?
Nah, they would have gunned him down right there.
They would have chopped his motherfucking head off.
That's a big ass head too, man.
Now, Alex, do we have the results of that question?
Yeah. Okay. 183 votes. Is Norbeez looking firme? Is the question. 59% said hell yeah, perro.
Hey.
And 41% said chale.
Hey.
Okay, well, it's almost there.
It was close.
Yeah.
That kind of says a lot, but
Okay,
I'll take that. I'll take it.
I'll take that. Yeah, he looks like right now. I know some girls probably watching this, licking her lips, looking at you. Yeah, guaranteed.
You know, it's interesting too. This was the second time this man was caught by the police because he did have a prior to this one for beating her. You know.
Okay, so the OJ, and you know what the juror said? Yeah, but this is not a domestic violence case. This is a murder case.
Yeah.
So you cannot see the pattern.
That's true. That is true.
You know. Yeah,
I mean, like just this case, he
Exactly.
beat her and then he killed her.
and then 15 years. Fuck, he's got 15 years to waste,
I think he's got 15 years.
and he'll probably get out in good behavior. So
He does
All right.
have a farm. That in certain parts of the world, that means a lot. That's you're
no,
practically
it does.
rich.
It does. It does. Okay, let's keep it pushing.
All right. There is this show called Naked and Afraid.
Naked.
Naked and Afraid.
Okay.
This story involves one of the contestants who burned the tip of his penis on hot coals. Recent update. His penis is okay. It did get burned. He's quoted to say about the pain. Give me a second. Well, he said, where the hell is that line? Okay, Sam says the pain was sudden and sharp, and then the discomfort deepened as his penis started throbbing.
Did you see it?
No,
Oh, okay.
but there is a clip that TMZ has where they caught it happening, where a piece of ember popped and landed right on his fucking head.
A piece of amber. What do you mean? Like give us a scenario. How did that happen?
Well,
Was he standing somewhere where somebody was walking on coals or something? Or
well, yeah, no, he was standing where the coals are at, but you know it's hot, and then there's a
but
piece.
is he at work?
No. There's a show.
Oh,
He's a contestant at this show.
okay. Then say that.
That's why I said Naked and Afraid. I didn't mean he was naked and afraid.
Oh, that's
the
what
show is called Naked
Oh, I
and
thought
Afraid.
he was naked and afraid, and his dick got burnt. And I'm like,
no, the show is called Naked and Afraid.
okay, but in real life, his dick did get burnt.
It did get burned. While he
Was
was
it the
there
head
in
or
front-
the shaft?
It was the head. I mean, that's like a 1 in a million shot because the coal is on the floor, obviously,
And it popped.
and one popped out of nowhere and bam, landed right there.
But so he was naked.
He was naked.
Because the game is naked.
They're
Okay.
Naked and Afraid.
But, okay, so it hit his weenie. Okay, in la cabeza, the mushroom, the good old
Yeah.
Darth Vader helmet,
Yeah.
the good old German helmet,
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call
Yeah.
it, the tallywhacker.
The tallywhacker.
Okay, so I guarantee you his weenie looks now like Freddy Krueger's weenie. Hold on, I gotta put it. Watch, hold on, I gotta put this emoji. Okay, well, I mean, you're the one with the story. So,
Well, his wife did say it has continued to work. They tested it out, and he's good to go again.
okay,
Now, would you do a show like that?
no,
No. They told you, Tony, hey, we're gonna give you $1 million. The show's called Naked and Afraid. You just gotta go through these what do you call them? What would you call them? Tests, or you just have to do these challenges. Where in this case, the challenge would be you walking on top of coal but naked, which you've seen people do that before, right?
I think, yeah,
I mean, not naked, but they'll walk on
Right,
coal,
right.
like walk really fast.
right.
And, Would you do that?
Fuck no.
No, still.
Would you?
I mean, if they blur everything now, I mean,
No, they're not going to blur everything. It doesn't matter. You're still butt naked in front of the director, in front of the other contestants. You're not afraid that they're going to see your small win?
if I know I'm going to win it, I don't care about those facts.
Okay, see, but you have to win it to get the money, though,
you
right?
have to win it to get
Oh,
the
see, now
money.
fuck all that. If it's guaranteed,
Yeah.
then I would say, yeah, every contestant gets $1 million.
Okay, so if it was guaranteed, you would do it.
I would consider it.
You just said you'd do
I would consider it. And then I'll give myself a couple of jaladas just so I can be hard the whole fucking show. You guys want to play with me? That's what you'll get. So,
All right, so move on to our next story.
yeah.
Recently, a wanted man was found disguised as a sheep.
What?
A wanted man was found disguised as a sheep.
Okay.
A man who escaped from prison attempted to hide himself as a sheep, but was later found. According to Metro News, Jose Luis Casilaya Diaz has managed to break out of the Chonchocoro prison in Bolivia, where he is serving time for homicide. The inmate had escaped and made it out onto the grasslands on February 4th. But despite the attempt to blend in as a farm animal, Diaz was forced to turn back to his cell after authorities caught him red-handed.
Okay, break it down for us.
So I'm wondering how this guy got fucking wool or the disguise itself.
So he was trying to use it like camouflage.
Yeah, he was just.
How far did he get?
It doesn't really specify how long he got, but I assume not too far since the guards caught him.
Okay, have you seen Shawshank Redemption?
Yes, great movie. Everybody should watch it.
Great movie. Okay, homeboy at the end sneaks out of the shithole.
Yeah,
I have to ask you,
yeah.
could you muster up enough will to do that?
Fuck yeah! Get out of jail. Take my ass to Mexico. What was that name of that place? You remember that place?
No, but I remember the name though. I just can't say it.
Tanawabuero or something like that.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with Weddle, but yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. But that's
Yeah, I mean, if I could chisel my way out of jail because I have a freaking lifetime and I'm not guilty, I didn't do shit.
that's fucked up, huh? That you didn't
I
do
mean,
shit.
spoiler alert.
Now think about this. How many people are in jail right now and are completely innocent?
Oh, a ton. This is why a lot of people got mad about that whole situation in Illinois, where the cops have to prove you did the crime.
Yeah.
And specifically for what you just said, this is why that was a good thing. Even though a lot of people say, no, that's bad. We're gonna have more criminals on the street. Dude, if they didn't do the fucking crime, they're before that law, they will go to jail.
Right.
They will serve a sentence for a crime they didn't commit because these fucking cops didn't have to prove that they did it. They just had to fit the description.
Right.
And then that's what people don't get. People go fucking crazy saying, no, this is going to make crime go up. We're just helping criminals. No, you're helping innocent people.
Yeah.
People that didn't do the crime.
Yeah.
And now cops have to actually show evidence to prove that this person did it, not just because they fit the description, which was the case in a lot of these places where the judge would agree with the cop and say, yeah, he fits the description. You go to jail.
I'm going to educate somebody right now, whether, and I need you guys to look into this, okay? Because this has to do with DMing someone, inboxing someone, even tweeting someone, or texting someone, okay? Sometimes we leave voicemails.
Yeah.
There are people that have voicemailed people and threatened them. Let's just say somebody says, they text me a message.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill you, motherfucker. Wait till I fucking see you, you little bitch, etc. I'm going to get you and your family. I know where you live. And they leave shit like that.
Yeah, they do.
You know that if I was a snitch bitch, okay, I can go to the police.
Yeah.
And if I have enough evidence that you told me that, they'll come and they'll raid your motherfucking house, bro. and they'll fucking arrest you or get you at work.
Oh yeah.
Only because of a snitch ass motherfucker that, told the cop, look, this guy threatened me. Okay, now, I only say a snitch ass motherfucker because if you started the shit and now te estás rajando, like, I don't want no part of this because, shit got real.
Yeah.
Now you can go to jail for text messages, bro.
Yeah. I
know because let me tell you something. I have somebody close right now to me that's in jail because a motherfucker talked shit to him and he texts back, okay, and told him, I'm going to get you, blah, blah, blah. The cops came and got him at his fucking job.
Yeah.
Arrested him, and he's doing close to a year for terrorist threats.
Those are the new laws that the Democrats pushed.
Yeah, terrorist threats, all because the motherfucker was claiming he wanted that smoke, but when that smoke got real, he went and go snitch. That's why be careful what you DM, what you text, what you inbox, what you leave as a voicemail to someone, because those dudes and those females will use it against you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Especially in this city.
Yes.
In LA.
Now, I know another female that wanted to smoke with this one female, okay? Calling her out. Come get it, bitch. Making posts. Well, guess what? That one girl that she called out showed up to the event. Socked her in the motherfucking face. That bitch didn't do shit. But you know what she did? She filmed herself going to the LAPD after she got socked up and ratted her out and had detectives at her house the next day. That's what we're doing today, bro. So that's why I'm saying when all these people come at you, don't even DM them, don't even text them back, leave no voicemail, just wait till you see them if you want to see them.
This is a tough time because a lot of these laws are getting changed to protect bad people.
Yeah.
To protect people with motives, bad motives, with bad agendas.
Yeah.
And that's happening because the people that are in charge
of
these systems are doing it for themselves to protect them because they're doing bad things.
Yeah.
And now other people that have caught on to it, they're taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
Just like the 3 strike rule that we had here, that I think even Biden was a part of that, where us men were against a corner because any woman can accuse us of things. We'll go to jail, and if we get 3 strikes, that's life.
That's life, yeah.
It doesn't even have to be true. The cop and the judge could just be in agreement. Yeah, he probably did it. Fuck him. And they're gonna go to jail, and they're gonna be there and they're probably in there for life now because of that, because of rules like that.
No, it is, bro, and it's called terrorist threats. Like, wow.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Now that you said it.
No, it is. Look into it because again, I have someone close to me that is in jail right now because shit got real, and he just texted that dude back and said, "What's up?"
That's weird because you would think that's some sort of federal thing.
Yeah.
Like, terror, like that's on feds.
Yeah, no,
on the feds level. But
so there's a lot of bitches out there. That's why when people say, "Hey, you're gonna catch that fade," you need to be careful. Because you call somebody out and say you do whip his ass, and somebody films it. That has nothing to do with you, and films it and posts it up. The guy that got his ass whooped can use that against you and take you to jail, bro. Okay, we never did that shit before. No. You got beat up. You helped the dude up, gave him a fucking beer. It's squashed.
Yeah.
Today, nah. I'm gonna go to jail and then I'm gonna post up your mugshot and I win. Let's take it to the internet, fool. That's what it comes down to.
That is. So, you got people making false accusations, putting fake jackets on people.
Fake jackets, exactly, bro.
Without any
paperwork.
Without paperwork, without any proof.
But you know what to say? It's on YouTube.
And that's the bad part about it.
I know.
And then the people just need to. But you know what? I go to different pages and different places. I am now seeing a wave of people calling out these people. And I'm glad they are, because a lot of these people do need to get called out. A lot of these people that say they're for one thing or accusing them one thing, but they're doing the same shit, if not worse. Like, I'm glad I'm seeing people stand up to these people. And for me, that's like last year I didn't see that, but like maybe 2 years ago I definitely didn't see. But now I'm seeing a lot more, especially of our people speaking up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Putting people accountable.
Yeah.
And that's what we should do.
Yeah. No, we should do. We should. All right, let's move on.
Okay, so this is a very interesting evil type of news, which unfortunately is happening a lot lately. 8-foot ghost statue with twisting horns and tentacles paying homage to I always mess up her name. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I know you're familiar with her. She was a Supreme Court judge.
No, what happened?
Well, she died, but
Okay.
she was more known for abortion rights. She's the one that pushed, abortion rights. So
That we should kill babies here, but look for life on other planets.
Yeah, there you go. She was the one that pretty much helped that cause. Well, they made a statue that they put in front of let me read this. In front of the New York City courthouse. Majority of locals say it's very satanic, mostly because it's gold. It has big old horns and tentacles for arms, which goes to show you where a lot of these people might be representing, because this statue is supposed to be in honor of her.
Right.
This is a demonic statue. I mean, they're not gonna say it's demonic, but this thing has horns on it.
Right.
2 horns, tentacle arms.
Okay. I'm going to touch on something. I don't know if you're going to bring it up. Remember that guy that got hurt and they canceled the game because of him, Buffalo Bills?
Oh, yeah. I forget.
I believe you sent it to me.
Yeah.
That guy, everybody prayed for him. Everybody was hoping for his recovery.
Yeah, because he collapsed.
I think he went to church and said that God raised him up, God blessed him, God gave him another chance.
Yeah.
But I saw something weird. I believe he was at the Super Bowl.
That was a Super Bowl, yeah.
He was wearing a jacket that had Jesus in the back, I guess with the ugly face, some type of ugly face.
Busted up looking face.
A busted up looking face, and then an upside down cross. Bro.
Yeah. If you go back and look at that company that made that jacket, I think it has that same jacket as another dude with a similar jacket with pants that say Satan on it.
Yes. Now, I don't know what to think of that, but I'm going to say this. If I proclaimed my faith at a church, regardless of whether it's Catholic church, Christian church, whatever, and you said, God raised me, God blessed me, God gave me another opportunity or whatnot, I'm not going to be wearing a jacket mocking the person that I'm thanking.
They're not. They shouldn't. Rihanna, when she got there, she was wearing a shirt that had an upside down cross.
Yeah.
That's upside down. That's usually the sign of
an
antichrist.
Antichrist, yeah.
Antichrist.
So now my thing is this. I believe you're the one that sent it to me, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, if anybody wants that and you guys don't believe us, hit up Norbert or hit me up and I'll send it to you. I just thought it was very, very disturbing, bro.
Well, it's the new, I'm seeing a lot, again, I look at the comments and I'm starting to see a lot of people saying, well, these people tend to say God. But at this point, we really got to start questioning what God are they talking about.
Right.
Which God? Because they're thanking God, but we're pretty sure it's not the same God.
Now let me say this. In all fairness, I'm not a Christian. I'm not calling myself a Christian, okay? But I did say that I do believe that the Bible is true. Yeah. That's just me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, notice that when they mock, it's always, if you will, Christianity or Jesus.
Yeah.
They never mock or wear something mocking Islam. Mm-mm. They never mock anything that has to do with Buddhism or Hinduism.
I don't.
It's always the Bible, the cross, or, if you will, Jesus.
Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know.
But they have no problem praising the devil openly and publicly. And nobody looks at that weird.
You know, it's the same thing like some comedians. They won't make fun of Jewish people. They won't make fun of black people. But when it comes to a Mexican, they're going to say every fucking racist word you could possibly think about. At any chance they can get.
Yeah.
They'll talk shit about a Mexican or about raza.
Yeah.
But primarily they like to talk shit about Mexicans. But when you tell them, how come you're talking about black people? No, I don't do black people.
Yeah. No,
but you'll do us. You'll do us.
Of course.
All right.
Okay, we get shitted on so that they can get paid and make people laugh.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because the comedian I'm talking about is the comedian known as Andrew Scholes. A lot of people like to say, a lot of Rasta people like to say, he's a comedian. He's supposed to be like that. He's funny as fuck anyways. But bro, they asked this guy, like, hey, how come you don't talk about blacks? And he said, nah, I don't do blacks. But he fucking says every fucking word you can think about a Mexican. He puts it all out there and laughs his ass off. Recently, he had Ralph Barbosa on his podcast.
Oh, that motherfucker?
Yeah, he had him on his podcast. There's a Mexican hating Mexican because he pretty much says he doesn't like Mexicans on there. And
Wow.
And they laugh. They laugh because when he says, it's funny because when he says, yeah, Mexican, I don't like Mexicans. And he had a white dude next to him. And he says, you know what? We're in agreement. I like that we agree on things. And they fist bump each other.
Yeah.
Can you imagine me saying, you know what? I don't like Mexican. The white guy says, you know what? I don't like him either. Hey. Fist bumping. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, remember he said a Mexican's worst enemy is another Mexican. I believe that's what he said. Am I quoting him
No,
right?
you're right. You know, and you know, I love our raza, but right now it's funny how a lot of these so-called Mexicans are talking shit about Mexicans.
Yeah. Yeah. And see, look, maybe, and I'm just saying this is a big maybe. Maybe George Lopez was onto something, and that's why he didn't want that name mentioned there.
Maybe he was, because I mean, this guy Barbosa even said before this whole George Lopez thing happened, he was already telling people, because a lot of people would tell him, which I think is a compliment. People would tell him, "Oh shit, you could be the next George Lopez for sure," and this guy would say, "Fuck George Lopez."
Yeah.
Not only that, but he went as far as saying, when anybody brought up a Latino comedian to me and compared me like that, I would say, fuck them too. And fuck your idols. Because apparently this guy doesn't like being compared to any other raza.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
And in that situation, to Rob Barbosa, I want to say, fuck you. If you don't like it, go claim white. Or go be black. I know you want to go to New York. I know you're doing interviews with white guys.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't seen him on one Raza podcast.
No, why would he be?
Exactly.
You know, see, look, maybe George was onto something. Maybe he knew what this guy was about. I don't know. I'm just taking a guess at it, okay? But I heard that interview.
Yeah.
And what he said, you know, Mexico's worst enemies in Mexico. Now, I understand that, but when you're in the limelight, you're only 25, you're fucking years old. You still got a lot of fucking maturing to do, bro.
Yeah.
Okay? My thing is this. We all know that raza hates on raza.
Yeah.
We know that. We do not deny that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be like, yeah, fuck the Mexicans. And, you know, Mexicans are my worst enemy. And Mexicans, I'm not going to be doing that, bro. I'm not.
I wouldn't either.
You know?
I'd be ashamed of myself for saying
And
something
then
like
to
that.
have that white dude, yeah, man, we feel the same. Give me some dab, you know. Fuck you. You know, I know damn well when I leave, you're not going to like my ass. You know, you're probably going to be talking shit.
Yup.
You know, and then on George Lopez, they had that one guy that was shining light on his Barbosa.
Yeah.
I'm going to call him Barbosa.
Yeah.
He was shining light on him.
Yeah.
And Barbosa, whatever, never even shined light on that guy.
No, he actually did mention him on that interview that he did with Andrew, but he could barely remember his name. He I think at the end he said, well, I think it's something like that.
Yeah.
That's how much he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. And he did say that, I love the idea of taking out, you know, old guys.
Yeah.
You know, that's what he said. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so.
No respect for elders. That's the other problem too. I mean,
Yeah.
you could hate them. You could not want to follow in their footsteps, but don't disrespect your elders.
Yeah,
they're your
no.
elders.
They're your elders.
I mean, even though they're not doing a whole lot, you know, I get it how people say George Lopez doesn't do shit for La Raza. He doesn't help out the community. I'm going to play devil's advocate here. The George Lopez show. Who do you see acting with him? Raza. Who do you think the people are working behind the stage? Raza. Now, take out George Lopez from that. There is no George Lopez show. So that Raza doesn't have a job. That Raza doesn't have a job. A lot of these Razas don't have a job because this guy is not in that. I mean, even though he won't say it out loud, like, you know what? If I wasn't me, none of this Raza right here would have jobs. And he would be in his right to say that because
Right.
it's fact. If you take out George Lopez from that, none of these people have jobs.
right. You know, when people say that he never held raza, he never brought anybody up, he never did this, he never did that, whatever. I had my boy Big Cedric here. I think he's been here like 2 or 3 times,
Yeah,
okay?
Big Cedric, yeah. Shout out to Big Cedric.
He gave Big Cedric a job on his show, bro.
Yeah.
Like, He did. He was on it like 2 seasons.
Yeah, and it was hilarious too.
Yeah, so I can't say that or mock him on that, okay? I had Momo here, the comedian.
Yeah,
Momo posted the flyer. George Lopez posted the flyer.
yeah,
Okay? That helped us out.
yeah.
Okay? I just want to be fair and say this. When people say, well, he never helped anybody, I want you to define help.
Yeah,
Like what do you mean by that?
yeah,
Because usually is somebody fucking hurt or he never hooked me up. But instead of saying he never hooked me up, they're just saying he never helped out Raza.
or he didn't help out the one you wanted him to help out.
Yeah. So,
And that's the thing, because like some people are nitpicking. Well, he didn't help out this person.
right.
I'm like, bro, there's a ton of people he probably did help.
Right.
And just because he didn't help the one you wanted,
Right.
you're gonna get mad at him and
Right.
say he completely doesn't help nobody.
He didn't do it for the culture.
Yeah, he didn't do it for the culture. Means do it for free. So,
I can say good point there, though.
Yeah.
Good point there.
you know,
Hey,
like,
some people want it for free and they don't want to pay up either.
yeah, like, or try going to Target and you have $100 worth of shit, and then you see the girl working and she has a Mexican flag on her shirt. And you say, hey, man, can you give this to me for free? What do you mean? Do it for the culture.
You know, it reminds me of that one story about Pablo Picasso,
A ver, dime.
where he's at a restaurant he's in a cafe having coffee, and this lady recognizes him. You know Pablo Picasso, right? Artist.
I heard of him.
Big time artist. And this lady asks, do you think you could draw me something on this napkin? And he does. He draws it. But when she comes back and then asks if she could have it, he charged her. He charged her a very big high amount. He's like, why are you going to charge me? I mean, you just did it on a simple piece of paper. I mean, why would you charge that? Why are you going to charge me for that? Like, doing that drawing, I'm not charging you for that. I spent 25 years learning how to draw this. And you want me to give it to you for free? Like, those are 25 years of learning how to do this.
I heard a story before, and it's a great point. Now, let me give you another example, okay, why a lot of people sometimes think that artists, musicians, rappers, whatever, are assholes, and they're not. A lot of times because they know the intentions of the person asking them for an autograph. I'll give you an example. It was me, Quick, Sugar Free, Second to None, AMG, High C in 2017 at Arizona at a show out there, okay? It was packed out, sold out. A lot of people were there. There was this group of white people out there. And I don't say this to pick on them, but they were white.
Yeah.
They came up to us, oh my God, Tony, oh my God, Quick, oh my God, AMG. We're huge, huge fans. We're huge fans. And they had like these nice glossies that you could tell that they printed up. Okay? Can you sign it, please, and put the year? And so at first we all said like, okay, fuck it, we'll go ahead and sign it or whatnot. Okay. Here's what I did about 2 weeks later. I Googled that shit. And those autographs were up for sale on eBay.
Jeez.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they had pictures that they took when we were signing them, so to prove like authenticity. Okay.
Yeah.
About a year later, we went back to that same place. Guess who was right there?
Really?
We just fucking ignored them.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if somebody from the outside looking in sees that story of us just ignoring them, oh, those guys are fucking assholes.
Yeah.
The fans are trying to get autographs.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You're right. You're totally right about that. And that messes with somebody.
It does.
That
yeah.
messes with somebody. And I could see why you guys would be like, nah, fuck you. We already know you're fucking making money.
You're
We
making
thought
money,
you're an
bro.
actual fan, and you're just, exploiting our fans
Yeah,
for
that's
you, so
all
you
it
can
is.
make a buck.
That's all it is.
It's just bullshit. And that unfortunately tends to happen a lot.
Yeah, I'm not going to go to Michael Jordan, please, because a lot of people say he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
A lot of people that have been around Jordan, he's a fucking asshole. But you know what? You also have to understand Jordan's mind that, like, if he signs a ball, if he signs a basketball or a baseball, or if he signs a bat, or if he signs a jersey, guess what? It's probably most likely going to go up in the black market for sale, bro.
And that's what most people don't consider, that these people are no longer at our level, to say, like regular people.
Right.
They're no longer in that level anymore. They're on an entire different reality than we are. Their reality is completely different from ours. They'll see and do things that we will probably never do unless we became super millionaires also.
Right.
or we got that same treatment.
Right.
You know.
I have a baseball. I got B Real to sign it.
Yeah.
And I got Bobo to sign it.
Yeah.
I just need Sen and Muggs to sign it.
Okay.
That completes Cypress Hill. Okay. Now, when I told one of my buddies what I had, oh my God, do you know what that's going to be worth? And I said, it ain't going to be worth anything because this is for my grandbabies.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put it up there, for sale or who want. I wouldn't do that to friends.
Oh, it's because you treat it as actual memorabilia.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You give the respect of,
right.
You looked up to these people and you're a fan, and then they bless you with something like that.
Right. So a lot of times, be very, very careful when people talk shit about somebody and you don't know the full story, but just because you see it on fucking social media, you think it's got to be true.
That's the other part. You only get one side, and then you might get that rare occasion where you get two sides, and then you really got to pick and choose.
I mean, this kid, Barbosa or whatever, he got an apology phone call from
supposedly
from George Lopez.
Yeah.
And then he still went and talking shit.
Yeah, exactly.
He still went and talked shit.
He's still talking. He still talks shit. He said, "Fuck George Lopez." After the apology, he's laughing at his face like this boy actually called me to apologize, and I'm still saying, "Fuck you."
Yeah, bro. Fuck. All right, let's move on. Let's go.
All right.
We got a couple of minutes before we start taking calls.
So, recently, I know you were in the loop about an alien balloon that got shot down.
Yeah, what the fuck was all that about? So it was a balloon floating.
Well, according to our intelligence out here in the United States with our $1 billion military, we assume that it was hostile. Not really. According to this, they didn't really do their research because this balloon more than likely belonged to an amateur balloonist group known as their name is the Illinois Space Club for Amateur Balloonists.
Who would go around saying, I'm a balloonist?
Well, these people tend to, these people put up balloons to fly across the world all over. I'm guessing for, what was they say? I'm not too sure. They're called pico balloons. And
but what's the purpose? Like, what's the purpose of me like getting a balloon and you're like, bye, go, be free? I mean, what the fuck is that about? I don't get
as far as I didn't really.
Is it a science project?
It is a science project.
Okay, then I get that.
It's a science project.
Hold on, I got it right here.
Go ahead.
There you go.
It says a pico balloon is a small mylar balloon equipped with trackers that can measure temperature, humidity, pressure, and wind currents.
Weather stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is, and recently, this organization recently said that one of their balloons has gone missing in action.
Okay, do you believe that shit, or do you think that's just a cover up for something bigger?
Well, this actually their balloon did get popped by our government.
Okay.
Because
what about the one that's supposedly from China?
Well, that is the one from
That's
China.
the one?
That's the one from China.
Okay, so but it was here though.
Yeah, well, these things fly all over the world. So I'm assuming because of the direction it was coming, they assumed it was from China. But not knowing that these guys literally have a website that tracks all of their balloons. And the one that was coming from that area is now missing.
How high was it that they shot it down, or did it say?
No, I didn't say how high it was. But we did use a Scud missile. A few $1 million.
Fuck.
$400,000.
Oh, really?
The missile cost $400,000.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
For the missile.
Yeah.
How much was the balloon?
They said it was
from the
like
dollar store?
a couple $100.
Couple $100.
How big was this fucking balloon? Well, are we talking about like the size of a house?
It's a 32-incher. 32-inch wide.
A 32-incher?
A 32-incher. I like
Yeah, and it had something hanging with the
like balls?
no, like
Like very
those
big.
balloons.
Okay,
one
but it
big
came
ball.
all the way from China,
It was a
right?
big sack. Well, it was coming from the direction of China.
So it wasn't from China then?
No, it wasn't from China. It was actually their balloon.
Okay, then why were they saying from China?
Because that was the assumption. But
And the assumption made news?
the assumption made news.
because they shot it,
Okay.
and a lot of people recorded it.
And now this group recently came out that one of their balloons is missing in action.
Okay, but in order for them to record it, it had to have been seen. It had to be low.
Yeah, but it was low enough to stay under the radar.
Well,
there's
obviously it wasn't under the radar because we saw that motherfucker and shot it down.
it got reported. It got reported. And that's probably one of the reasons why the government couldn't detect it because it has to be a certain elevation for it.
Right. Okay. But now, say that, people are complaining, that we shot it down. We should have never shot it down. Okay. But say that it was something harmful. Say that it was a spy. The other crowd will be saying, and we didn't shoot it down?
But that's the other thing. I mean, the way it got shot down, we don't know what it was either. And then... For all we know, they could have attached a nuke on there as soon as it dropped on the floor.
No, it doesn't. Actually, they don't. Nukes don't explode on the ground. They explode in the sky. Okay. Yeah, I'm just letting you know because that's how you get the maximum death.
All right, fuck it. Let's keep going. Fuck the balloon. Let's go.
All right, so well, I am glad I didn't get that story, but that would be a cover up for a train wreck that happened in Palestine. I think Ohio.
Okay. Palestine, Ohio.
Palestine, Ohio. The news media wants to call it Palestine for some reason. I don't know why. I think most people know why they don't want to call it Palestine, even though it's spelled exactly the same way as Palestine. But
okay.
I digress on that. But that's another big story that's still developing because this train wreck threw out so many chemicals that it destroyed the water there. And now the city is trying to hold the company responsible for this accountable. And the company doesn't even want to show up anymore at the town hall meeting. So,
oh, shit. You got anything else better than that?
All right. So, you know how they say... You know how out here in specifically, California is very racist.
You think so?
Yeah, it's very racist. You know the one line where they always say, "You Mexican, you come here, you guys come here and steal all our jobs."
Oh God!
You know it's funny. I don't hear that coming out of Texas, New Mexico, Arizona. Maybe I don't hear it because we're not there, but I definitely hear it here.
Yeah,
I know you've seen a lot of these social media posts of our vendors getting attacked again,
selling hot dogs and then saying. And then white people saying, you come over here and take our jobs. Exactly. You're not going to be fucking selling hot dogs, puto.
Exactly.
Okay.
Puta.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, in this case, they might be right. Tesla recently agreed to opening up 3 factories in Mexico. Tesla Inc. They're on the quest to build their first factory in Mexico and reveal some of the shaky underpinning of the country's rise and nearshoring darling. I don't know why they call it nearshoring.
They're going over there, bro, because the labor's cheaper.
Well, not only the labor is cheaper, taxes. He's getting taxed majorly over here.
Yeah, but you can't blame Mexican
not
people
only that, but,
for taking those jobs.
Well, not only that, but the mineral knows that as lithium has been nationalized by the Mexican president. So the Mexican government controls how much he can buy, which is what he needs to make his cars. No lithium, no Tesla cars.
Right.
So the Mexican president, AMLO, used this to his advantage to make Tesla open up factories in Mexico. And this president, he doesn't play that same narrative as past presidents. Well, you could exploit our cheap labor. No, this one actually says, I know how much you're paying them over there. You're going to do the same shit here. Wow. You're not coming here because you're getting probably a good deal off our lithium, and you're going to make your factories in. You're going to build my people. You're going to pay my people right. Wow. As far as I know, this president has not done anything to go against that. If anything, he's been helping a lot of the people. And by now building by coming to a deal with Elon Musk, to build 3 factories in Mexico, it just shows that Mexico is on the rise economically by having foreign companies come in and invest in Mexico.
Good. That's a good deal.
So in that case, I'm okay to say, yeah, we took your jobs.
Well, but they took them over. I guess when they say that, you Mexicans come over and take our jobs.
But this is all due to politics. If the politicians on this side weren't taxing the shit out of them, they wouldn't have to resort to having to go to another country.
I want somebody to call in that's non-Latino.
Yeah.
And say, a Mexican took my job. I want to know why. How?
That would be an interesting
Okay.
conversation. You know, before they used to send jobs to China for cheap labor. And these companies wouldn't have to pay pensions anymore. I mean, pension used to be the thing.
But like,
back then.
look, and I say this respectfully, okay? They always say you Mexicans took our job, okay? They never say a black guy took my job. They never say that.
They never say that. They never say a Jewish guy took my job.
But no, just you Mexicans, like,
Just specifically us.
and you know why? It's because a lot of us don't say nothing back. With me, wrong motherfucker. Wrong motherfucker.
And that's how everyone in our community, our culture needs to be, because they tell us, they say, oh, Mexico, we need to build a wall around them. You motherfuckers don't build a wall in Canada. There's no fucking wall there. You can fucking walk in and out whenever the fuck you feel like it.
Very true. We're just here visiting. You know, it's funny. Let me tell you a joke. True story.
Yeah.
I mean, not true story, but somebody told me this years ago.
Yeah.
That you could look at a Latino. I'll just say a Latino because
Yeah.
we have Salvadorans, Guatemalans here,
Yeah.
you know, and Mexicans. You see a Latino in a trash can
Yeah.
right before the truck comes to pick it up.
Okay.
And then maybe across from him, you see a black guy
Yeah.
digging in the trash
Yeah.
and shit. Okay. A white man would look at that and say, "Fucking trash diggers." Okay. But it's funny because when we see a white guy digging out of a trash, he's recycling. See or no?
Yeah, it's true. Some bullshit.
It's
Some bullshit. And it's some bullshit, man. That's the thing I hate, that a lot of this white culture are really fucking putting it to us right now. They're really fucking attacking us. They're really not giving a fuck. But we're stepping up. We're talking.
Yeah.
And we're speaking loud.
Yes.
And I'm glad we're on that path to
Absolutely.
doing that. Sticking to some world news. Remember, I don't know if you remember, we touched on the Peru situation.
Remind me.
The Peru president, which happened to the president that won, I think last year, wanted to get rid of Congress because he believed they were all corrupted.
Okay.
So what happened is that the Congress found a way to put fake allegations against him and took him out of being a president. Not only took him out of the presidency, but arrested him, put him in jail. This is the first indigenous president for Peru, which is funny because Peru is known for having the Incas.
Yeah.
Those people are still there. So the people didn't like that, specifically the indigenous community. They did not like that they took out their president. So what happened was that they started protesting. His vice president, which is this lady, she took over, saying that she didn't really want to, but she's gonna do her part. Everybody told her to step down. She didn't want to step down. She said, "I'm not gonna step down until we break up elections again," which is like in a year or two. So the people started protesting. It started getting heavy. It started getting wild. The police, under orders by Congress, even though Congress is denying this, they started killing the protesters. And as up to now, we have 60 protesters that have been murdered by the police.
Wow.
Yes. The story goes, what's her name? I think her name is Erika Guevara Rosas, the organization American director, said the grave human rights crisis facing Peru has been fueled by stigmatization, criminalization, and racism against indigenous people and campesinos communities who today take to the streets, exercising their right to freedom of expression and peacefully assembling, and in response have been violently punished. Now, when congressmen get asked, why are you allowing the police to do this? The Congress people respond by saying the police are just doing their job.
Oh, all right. You know, I do want to switch things up real fast because I started my new Instagram. Alex, can you put my new Instagram on the live chat, please? a couple of people hit me up and started asking me a bunch of questions about, Tony, and a couple of times you and Marvelous will talk Bible, you and Marvelous will talk this, you and Marvelous talk that. First and foremost, I'm just saying this to acknowledge that those people reached out to me and I gave them all the info that they needed.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful for you guys reaching out. But there was one guy that I thought was kind of interesting.
Really?
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. He left me voicemails. And he
Sexy
says,
voicemails?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
But he was trying to argue. He was trying to argue. And I gave the guy my number and he refused to call me.
Really?
Yeah, he refused to call me.
He doesn't have the balls to make the call.
No, he didn't have the fucking balls. So he just kept leaving me voicemails. And he had one follower. So he had no profile. But
Wait, voice messages?
Just voicemail on Instagram.
Okay.
I don't believe your Bible bullshit. You think you're so educated. You think you're this. You think you're that. And that day I had time.
Oh, he caught you in a good
Yeah,
one.
so I said, well, ask me any question. And then he goes like this. LOL. I didn't think you were going to respond. He didn't even laugh. He just said LOL. He said it. Okay. And I said, ask me a question, bro. And he goes, okay, if you're so smart, do you believe in a global flood? Do you believe a global flood happened? Like that fairy tale story of Noah.
Yeah.
And then I put, yes, I do. What is it about it that you don't believe? So then he said this. If there was a global flood and this whole world was covered up with water, where did all the water go? That's what he said.
Yeah.
Fair enough question.
Yeah.
See, but these answers are so simple, bro. And I don't claim to know it all. I just study. So I pressed, I left him another voicemail. I said, I want you to Google it.
Yeah.
And see that this earth is 71% water. The water's still here. He never bothered messaging me back again. The water's still here.
And there's more.
So
There's more. It's they already found that there's a very small, I want to say small ocean under Death Valley.
okay, now here's another one. Another one somebody hit me up on. But this guy at least wanted to know. He was confused. Said he started reading the book of Genesis. And he said, it says that Adam and Eve had two sons, okay, Cain and Abel. Cain killed Abel. God put a mark on him. We don't know what mark it was, but put a mark on him. And Cain fled, went to a different country, and married a woman. So here's the question, okay? If they were the only two kids, where did he go that he met another woman? Great question.
Wow, yeah. And yeah, you're right.
Great question, but when you study,
That's a very good topic
Okay.
that you could really delve into. And
okay, and when you study hermeneutics, which is how to interpret scripture, it's very simple, okay? Man back then lived to their 900s, okay? Adam lived a very old age.
yeah,
One thing is that we do have, sometimes you can get answers by things that are not in the scripture. Give you an example. It never said that Cain and Abel were their only kids.
oh, but that too.
It never said, think about this. Say I have 10 kids, and I write a book,
Yeah,
but I only mention one.
yeah,
Maybe my last born because was the biggest headache.
yeah, yeah,
It wasn't that I didn't love these.
Yeah.
It was just that this one, his story is a little bit more significant to my story.
yeah,
So when they mentioned Cain and Abel, it never said that Adam and Eve didn't have kids before them.
yeah,
But these two were the ones that were significant to the story that Moses was writing the
Yeah,
book of Genesis.
yeah.
So that was it. So when he went and married a woman, that woman was already around. She was
Yeah.
already born.
There's already people around here.
So that was it. But those are good questions.
But
And I
it's
challenge him.
interesting that you bring up age because, as far as I know, in the history books in Europe, the people in Europe didn't live past 40.
And do you know why? Like, what was your best answer?
Well, you know what? This is the interesting part because in this side of the world, people were known to live over 100 years old.
Yes.
Now, how is it that the people in this side of the world were able to live that long, but the people in that side of the world could barely make 40? You were old.
Yeah.
Super old if you made it to 40.
Yeah. Why do you think?
Why? Well, I mean, one, they have disease. They were sickly. Very poor diet.
Very poor hygiene.
Very poor. Very poor hygiene.
Okay. Nunca se bañaban.
And, but the interesting part is that you have these paintings of the Renaissance where these guys were depicted as the higher of the highs because they were so close to God. But they couldn't even make it past 40.
Yeah, I know. That is crazy. But you know what? I challenge all questions. So if you guys have any questions you just want to call in, go for it. Or any topic that pertaining to this, go ahead and call in.
Definitely.
Let's go ahead, Alex, and let's put up the phone number. Let's go ahead and start the calls. I think I'm going to start going live more on Instagram. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, make sure you guys follow me on all my platforms on Instagram and on Facebook, because I'm going to start going live on Instagram. And I'm going to have people come on with me on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
And ask me certain questions. And then, after I'm done with your question, log off and then bring in another guy and ask me questions or whatever. Because I really do believe in answering questions, educating people, not necessarily trying to convert anybody, because I myself ain't even converted. But I do believe what I believe.
Yeah. That's a good way of doing that.
So,
hey, stay tuned if you guys are trying to get that one-on-one.
Right.
Well,
right.
Specifically, are you choosing who's going to be on there?
No, anybody can hit me up on the live. Anybody.
There you go.
So, let me see. Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
What up, Tony? Hey, this is Brad Pitbull. I'm from South Central Los Angeles.
Brad Pitt from South Central Los Angeles.
Did he say Brad Pitt? What's that, Brad Pitt?
Yeah. Brad Pitbull.
Oh, Brad
Brad
Pitbull. Bad Pitbull.
Oh, Bad Pitbull.
Yeah.
See, you made me say it wrong.
I just wanted to give you an update that scientists have found that the AI fool's favorite pastry is the man bun. That is all. Good night.
All right. A man bun.
I heard something about that. They better be careful, though, because I heard there was some sort of a man bun hair cutter guy out there.
Oh, really?
Cutting out man buns.
Okay, here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
It's Junior from Placencia.
What's good, my bro?
What up, man?
Hey, man, I just got into the conversation. I tuned in when you guys were talking about the athletes with the signatures, the autographs.
Yes.
What do you think about Michael Irvin when he was talking to that broad and he got kicked off the Super Bowl because he had a conversation with her and she told the hotel that he said something to her and now he can't be on the Super Bowl, and how that relates to like the future athletes trying to get autographs or talking to, fans, I think they could just stop doing it,
You know
so
what?
they don't get in trouble,
No, you're right. You're right. I want to share a story that I heard personally from somebody. He didn't tell it to me. He told it to the room. We were backstage. Mike Tyson.
Oh, really?
Okay, Mike Tyson. Yeah, we were at a club called Billboard Live. This was right before he got sentenced. Now, he was up on stage with Flavor Flav, okay? And he was judging a bikini contest. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, this girl was saying you did this to her and you're over here judging a bikini contest.
Jesus.
Okay, so we go backstage. Mike Tyson's in his prime, humongous guy. Quick's back there. A bunch of other rappers are back there. And he starts telling everybody the story, what happened.
Yeah.
He said, I'm innocent. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that bitch. Okay, nobody was recording because nobody had cell phones.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm listening to this story, and here's what he said. He goes, I straight told that girl, what's up? Let's go back to my room and party. She called up her dad and said, we're going to go back to his room. We're going to have a little party. He's going to sign an autograph. She goes, she knew that we were going to go back to my room and fuck.
Yeah.
He goes, so I busted a nut, and I told her, hey, listen, the cab's downstairs. I'll see you later.
Proper.
He goes, I didn't walk her downstairs. I didn't kiss her or anything. And then I was notified that I'm a rapist.
What the fuck?
He goes, and that's what I'm fighting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I mean, okay.
Yeah.
First and foremost, let me say this, bro. Say that hypothetically that was my daughter, And she called me up at 3:00 in the morning and told me,
Yeah.
I'm going to a party in his room to get autographs.
With his
ain't
penis.
Yes. So, but I just think that sometimes there should be less access to them unless it's a formal meet and greet type of deal.
I mean, that's the bad part about being a man and being up there and being wanted so much. I mean, how many athletes got caught in that situation? You had the Oscar De La Hoya situation. You even had the Kobe Bryant situation. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah, about to say Kobe. Yeah.
And you know what's funny, bro, is that like Kobe, it was civil and it was about money, and I'm thinking to myself, if a man or someone did something horrible to you,
yeah,
you would think you would want to punish them and take them to jail or something like that to pay for their crime, not because you want money and are willing to settle out of court.
I mean, that says a lot when you really just want money.
Yeah, bro. So,
Like, there is a price. I mean, for them, there is a price to get, unfortunately, raped. They do have a price.
well, here's the thing, though, that men, I believe, to a certain extent, do not have a voice because a woman could say that. Okay, a woman could say that, and maybe some goofy ass fucking cop could believe her.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you get arrested for those.
I mean, it doesn't help if the cop is a fucking racist also.
Yeah, so
They're going to want to put it in.
it's tough,
Yeah.
man. It's tough because look at one last thing.
Yeah, you're right. You're right with that.
Anyways, bro. But yeah, I believe that there should be less access and possibly better, I guess, meet and greets. I guess where this guy's going to be signing a book there, so there's no, if you will, one-on-one conversations with someone. So
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it just takes away from the fans,
it does.
It's like they're not gonna want to associate with the fans, and they just ignore you, and people might take it bad, be like, man, they didn't want to say what's up, but basically they're the ones getting them caught up in the business,
Yeah.
But playing devil's advocate, I
Yeah.
mean, these fools gotta make the choice of not wanting to fuck these girls either.
Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right.
Yeah.
You can't trust nobody today.
Yeah.
But anyways, bro, thank you, man.
Thanks,
I
man.
appreciate you
Appreciate
calling
you.
in.
All right, fellas. Good night, man.
All right.
All right.
Man.
All right. I don't think I've ever shared that Mike Tyson's story before. Yeah, but I remember when I met him, bro, that guy was
He was massive, huh?
he was like wide, bro. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, what up? A lot of from West Texas.
Holy shit. I mean, well, not holy, but that is where you been, man? I've actually shouted you out. Like, where's Lades at? I'm glad to hear you, man. Are you okay?
Well, these satanic rituals are going to perform themselves.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Hey.
Jesus is forgiven, but my boss not so much.
Mm,
Oh, okay. Hey, at least you're honest.
yeah.
What's good, Lattis? How you been?
I'm just fucking with y'all. No, I caught a replay of Freaky Tales
Okay.
with Lily Floor.
Oh,
Yes.
that was a good one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good one, and I had a comment and kind of an exception to what you said on there, and I'd like to kind of elaborate on that.
Please.
I had a caller had called in, I believe his name was Anthony, and he asked how Lily would handle the border crisis if she were president. Y'all remember that?
Yes. I remember that.
I remember.
Oh,
that,
okay.
yeah.
Well, her reply, I don't know if she started out joking or whatnot, but she says, let's get rid of all borders and let everyone in, and we'll wear tutus, something like that.
I think she was
And
joking. on that
that was all good and everything, but he started bringing up some facts, and whether you agree with the immigration system or not, it does need reform. But open borders can never be the answer. And for one, the term illegal immigrant is not synonymous with Mexican. We got people pouring in from all countries, from all over the world.
Yep.
Many of these countries aren't very friendly with us. They got histories of hostility toward the U.S.
Yep.
So that's the reason number one we can't have open borders with the tutus or whatever.
Yeah.
And second of all, overpopulation, any mixture of destitute people, people with special needs, criminals in need of incarceration, families who need housing, all of that puts a strain on resources.
Yeah.
Texas taxpayers alone, we pay like almost $900 million a year for these services, and that has to come out of somebody's pocket. And again, whether or not you agree with the immigration policy or whether people should be able to come or not. These are very real bills that are passed on to very real citizens here in Texas and all over the border states. So here's where I took exception, though, because every point he made was factual. And when she couldn't give any examples on how she sustained the United States, the Tutus, she immediately started with the identity politics, calling him Latino, Oreo.
Oh yeah. I remember that term.
Yeah. See, I think we should be able to agree or to disagree and debate, but respectfully. One's culture, one's ethnicity, the color of their skin is not and should not be contingent on whether or not they agree with someone's fucked up world idea of how the world should operate. And that's my thought on that.
I totally get that, and hear me playing devil's advocate. The guy knew what kind of show it was, and he called him with a question of politics. That, in the sense, already started the disrespect, where he knew we weren't talking about politics. We were talking about freaky tales, and he already started off the bat disrespecting the show and the guest by bringing up a subject that none of us were trying to, deal with.
Yeah, you know what? I'll be honest with you, Lattis. I was a little thrown off by the question because I like people to call in and share freaky tales, whatever they might have experienced or whatever somebody might have told them or whatnot. Yeah. Or to ask something pertaining to what we were talking about. Yeah. So I was kind of thrown off, but my answer would have been simple. Okay. And I think I even addressed it here, I guess, after that interview. After the freaky tales, I said, years ago, I heard when Bill Clinton got voted in, there was a lady, I forgot what talk show, said, Bill Clinton's our father. We need to look at him as our father, as our leader. Yeah. I had never heard a president being called father, but I understood what she meant. And he needs to do his job to protect his country, to do what's best for the country. Yeah. And I agree with a lot of stuff that she said. So say if I was in charge of the borders. Yeah. I would have to apply what she said to my answers. Like, look, if I'm a father of this country and these people here are like my children, I have to protect them. Yeah. I cannot just open borders and let whoever wants to come in and fuck with my family. Yeah. So
exactly,
that's how I would have answered it, and just to leave it plain and simple.
I wouldn't go that route. I wouldn't agree with that.
Well, again, I disagree with her respectfully on her position. It was just the way she went about it, because it was reminiscent of the, before the election when the comedians, I don't know if you know who Chelsea Handler is.
Yeah, the one that was fucking 50 Cent for a minute.
Right. Okay. Well, she mentioned 50 Cent on some show somewhere out there, and he wasn't voting for Biden. He had voiced his opposition for Biden, and she went on some show and says, "Well, I had to remind him that he's black."
Damn.
So there was that example, and then of course the Joe Biden interview where he says, if you have a problem voting for whether or not you think you're for me or Trump, you ain't black.
Yeah, Charlamagne's a bitch for that one.
It seems like a common theme among liberals that they want to throw around that, you're gonna identify me because I disagree with you, which I think is just straight up bullshit.
Yeah.
No, you're right. And
so you were saying you disagreed with what I said?
Yeah, okay, because mostly because it makes sense. Build a wall. It keeps them away. That doesn't make any sense, actually.
Well, I didn't say I was going to build a wall.
No, not you. But I mean, most people that say, we need a wall.
Okay.
We don't need a wall. We need better regulations. We need better policies. Best example is the drug on war. The war on drugs. Would you say that was a success? I don't think anybody can say that was a success. That was a total failure. We put innocent people in jail for minor shit. We're spending millions, if not billions, on private prisons because of this war that actually ended up costing us more. And now us building these walls with taxpayer money that's not even working, because you see all these fucking clips of people climbing it, going right through it, or walking aside from it. It's a joke. These walls are a joke.
Okay, so what would you do?
What I would do is
that question was presented to you.
What I would do, I would definitely try to actually have some sort of census of how many illegal immigrants are here, and I would actually do the math if it would benefit the country if the ones that have no criminal records will will increase the revenues in taxes? Will the country benefit if all these people became legal and started paying taxes? Which, mind you, they do pay taxes. Everybody pays taxes. They're paying taxes every time they shop, every time they're buying clothes, every time they're buying a TV. We're all paying taxes for that. Nobody escapes taxes. We think we only pay income tax, and that's bullshit. We pay sales tax.
Okay, I understand that, but he was talking about borders. So tie it up with that.
Well, by that I'm saying is that we're just wasting taxpayer money, because he says we're spending money on that, on these programs for immigrants, and it's true, but we're also spending money on things that aren't working either. Right. So we're not winning in any side here.
Lares, do you think this thing will ever be resolved? The whole border thing?
No, and what he just mentioned is a good. It sounds like a comprehensive enough way to deal with it. The only thing is we don't have a good vetting system to vet everybody who comes in to tell whether they mean well or whether they're bringing a bomb or a disease or
That's true.
Whatever else. So yeah, it does need. It's not a perfect system by any means, and it does need reform. But like I said, I think we ought to be able to disagree and debate without the without the name calling and all that.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think it took her off guard because she wasn't in the show where she thought this was going to happen. We were supposed to talk about Freaky Tales, and this guy brought up politics. Yeah. Okay. I mean, if you were going to do that, do it on this segment right here. Yeah. Do it here on News with Norbeez. Bring that up, and I'm not going to insult anybody that wants to tell me what that person said.
Right.
I talk it out, and I'll see where we can meet halfway. Okay. We don't have to come to name calling.
Right. All right, Lares. Appreciate you, man.
I heard every time Tony disses Miss Pac-Man, she cuts herself a piece of cake.
Oh shit!
Yeah, the bitch sat on an iPod and made an iPad.
Jesus. All right. Well, you had a few of them saved up, huh, Lares?
Thank you, Lares. Appreciate you, homie.
Man, I'm glad you called.
Hey, I'm gonna leave y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all on that note, but enjoying the show, and thanks for taking the call.
Thank you, my brother.
Appreciate you, man.
Let's go. All right, let's keep it pushing.
I'm glad he called, man. I was wondering.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Call her your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, shit, I actually got on.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Congrats. What's up?
Yeah, man, I've been watching your show since the beginning. I can never call in because my work schedule, but I got a question for you guys.
Well, first and foremost, bro, where are you calling from?
Calling from Hillsboro, Oregon, man.
Oh.
All right. Love your weed.
Yeah. What?
I said I love your weed. In Oregon.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, man.
So, it's like, I don't consider myself religious, right? But, it's like I do, like you say, I believe in God and everything, but, like my girl's an atheist, right? So it's like, what do you think, like, for me to try to show her, that there is a actual, like a God. Like, what do you think I should go about it?
You want me to answer that first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna give you my best answer. Okay.
All right.
But I think first and foremost, I want to thank you for asking this question. My first question to you is this: did you know she was an atheist when you first got with her?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Did you ever think that maybe down the road that this may be somewhat of an issue or a problem for you guys?
No, I never did.
Okay. But do you think it is now?
No, we don't really have a problem. Like, we never, like every time like my family talks about like, Bible stuff, like, she'll respect it. She won't be like, oh, like that's like fake or whatever.
So my last question to you is that, so you kind of want her, I guess, to believe or to be a little bit open-minded to it?
Yeah, kind of open-minded to it.
Okay. First and foremost, let me say this. Then you will have to lead by an example. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when a person literally says, like, I believe in the Bible, they most likely will never, ever pick up the Bible and read it. But they will read you. They will read you. You talk so much about this God. You talk so much about that he rose on the third day. But look at you. What has he done for you? And you want me to follow that? And believe me, I've had friends. I had friends that have been in relationships where they didn't realize, you know, they thought the girl's fine. She's beautiful. She's cute. All of this. But she didn't believe in intelligent design. So later on, when he wanted to start raising his kids to go to church, it was chaotic in that home.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So, but there was good news, because the more and more that he dove into going to church and raising the kids, she eventually, I don't want to use the word gave in, but she saw him as the example that there's something that happened to her man's life that now I'm curious. Because she didn't want to hear about church. She didn't want to hear about the Bible. She didn't want to hear Christian television or whatnot. But she was reading him all along. And by his changed life is what drew her in. Started curiosity. She began to go. And now they're a family together that go to church. And that's a very long story short, bro. Because it actually took about 5 years.
Wow.
So
I mean, that's actually probably, for me, that's probably the best answer. I mean, I'm not going to say that she gave in.
Right.
But like you said, she went by his actions.
Yeah.
And by his actions of believing God and believing his faith, you know, she might not say she's a part of it or she believes in it, but she's following him.
Yeah.
And she's respecting the fact that he believes in God and his faith. And she, like any other wife, any other woman,
right,
she's willing to follow.
I think that's the only Bible she'll ever read, and that'll be your life. So
yeah, I don't think people that are atheists are bad. I don't think their intentions are bad. I think they just see things differently.
They see things differently, yeah.
But if they're not breaking laws, if they're not doing bad things, if they're not being a bad character in life, and they're being positive, they're helping, they're part of their community, they show love. I mean, if that's not God, I don't know what is.
Well, you know, I mean, all that sounds nice, but, you know, I mean, here's my thing. And this is my last thing that I'm going to share pertaining to this. He said he does believe the Bible.
Yeah.
So obviously that's where he gets his morals from.
Yeah.
Where does an atheist that doesn't believe in intelligent design get their morals from?
Society.
So society tells an atheist pretty much what's right and what's wrong.
We are all victims of our environment.
Okay.
You think a cholo just was born to be a cholo?
Okay,
I'm a cholo. I grew.
He just got jumped into it.
I was born a cholo. I'm gonna die a cholo. No, they're all victims of their environment. And atheists is the same. Something in life, but their actions is what really is going to speak about their character. I don't care if they're atheists. If they're helping people out, they're doing something positive, they're uplifting. For me, that is God.
Okay, I mean, but that's
and even though they don't believe in that, yeah, you're right. That is for me, my personal belief. If they don't believe, that's fine. I don't need them to say. I just need them to do God's work and be in servitude. And if they can do that, you're good in my book.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, that's just him. So
Tony, for Tony, you're going to hell. I'm just playing.
Don't put words in my mouth.
I'm just playing.
No, but
no.
I hope
that wasn't me saying that. What is your view on an atheist then?
Well, you know, my thing is this: if there is no God, why call yourself an atheist? Okay. And my thing is this: honestly, I don't have enough faith to be an atheist.
Well, would you believe that?
I do not believe that all of this happened.
Would you believe because they are an atheist, they will be punished afterwards?
You know what? I told you how I've answered that question, and here's how I'm going to answer it. Okay? I've said this, and this is how we're going to end this call.
Yeah.
If somebody would have asked me who's in heaven,
Yeah.
because I do believe in heaven and in hell.
Okay.
Okay. Who's in heaven? Well, I'm going to say this. No good people are in heaven. What, Tony? No good people? No, because you will never be good enough to get there.
Yeah.
Nobody on their own merit will ever make it to heaven on their own goodness. You can never be good enough. So somebody will now ask me, so then who is in heaven? Those that have been forgiven, and that's it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
All, that's how I'm going to answer it.
Oh, that's a good answer.
So, caller, thank you, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Keep up the good work on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. I like it how we went back and forth.
Yeah.
That was nice. Okay, let's go. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Tone? This is Javi G from Colorado.
I already
big
knew
boy.
this was Hobby G, homie.
you doing?
I could tell that voice.
What up, man?
Hey, what's up, Norbeez? How you doing, my man?
Good, man. And you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
That's what's
Hey,
up.
I was gonna talk on that shit earlier. You guys were talking about the Barbosa Lopez thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like I see him going back and forth, but then I saw Paul Rodriguez come out and he told or not Paul Rodriguez, but even the guy from Chips,
Eric Estrada.
Poncherelli, claimed that he called Lopez out, said, "Let's go handle it over here." And Lopez bitched up, was like, "No, I'm a comedian, not a fighter." So
See,
you know,
I
what do
heard
you guys
that too.
think about that?
I heard that too. And you know what? I'm gonna have to go and believe Eric Estrada with that because that went viral. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the reason why he addressed it is because I've even heard George Lopez just make constant jokes on Eric Estrada. Okay.
Yeah.
And I never understood why.
Yeah.
I never understood why, you know? Like, I didn't like Eric Estrada. I'll be honest. And I'll tell Eric Estrada this on Chips.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this cop was wearing tight pants trying to look sexy. Okay. And it's cool. If the girls liked it, you know what, homeboy? Keep winning. Where I did like him is when I watched the novela with my mother, Un Camino, Dos Mujeres.
Yeah.
Okay. I liked him there. He was cool. You know, no problem. He wasn't a comedian, he's an actor.
Yeah.
You're winning, you're winning. You know, when you're younger and you see Latinos on TV, that's a plus right there,
Yeah.
bro. Because there wasn't that many of us.
Yeah.
Okay. So now,
Yeah.
for George Lopez to continue and continue and continue,
Yeah.
this guy finally addressed it. And you know what? I'm glad he said, you know, I'm from Spanish Harlem, man.
Yeah.
I come from the same background that you come
Yeah,
from.
he claimed when I went.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he goes, so if you have an issue, you know, let's go around. You want to take a swing at me or whatever? Bro. You know, I think if he would have socked George Lopez up, George Lopez would have filed charges on him.
Yeah.
You know, but here's my thing. Now, say if he did take a swing at George or pushed him and George Lopez filed charges against him.
Yeah.
What would you think of George?
Everybody called him a rata.
Pretty much. But here, let me ask you.
You know?
Let me turn this on you,
The
Tony.
devil's advocate.
Let me-
This is the devil's
Let me ask
advocate.
you, Tony.
The Cholo's advocate.
You being a brown man, being a
Yes.
brown man.
Yes.
If a cop, if an LAPD cop tells you, "Hey, Tony, I'm gonna give my badge and my gun to my partner right now. Me and you, we're gonna go and do it. We're gonna catch a fade.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna catch a fade with a cop.
No, I don't trust him.
You don't trust him,
I
right?
do not trust him.
Now, George being from here too, do you think he trusted Eric Estrada?
Well, he was a fake cop on Chips.
No, he was a cop. He actually had a badge and he's actually a cop.
Like a real life
Yeah,
cop?
a real life cop.
Imagine getting pulled over by
Like
Poncherello.
Steven Seagal?
Yeah, he actually had the badge. He had the gun on him at that time.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what he said. I gave my gun and my
wow.
badge to my friend, and I told him, "Let's catch the fade."
See, I didn't know that part.
You see, if you know that part
Oh,
now,
shit, I didn't hear that
would
part
you
either.
would you want to still catch a fade with him?
Okay, but I wouldn't use I'm a comedian, not a fighter. I wouldn't have used that.
He's a comedian.
Then don't talk
Wait,
shit.
yeah, but that's the thing though. But would you? Then that's the one thing people neglect to see, that this dude's an actual cop. If I'm going to hit a cop in front of a bunch of people with a bunch of witnesses, who's the judge going to believe? Me or the cop?
Okay, look it.
The guy that
shit, I
everybody
didn't
loves
know
for
you-
being cop.
He was a cop.
Yeah, he's actually a deputy. He's actually, as far as I know, he's deputized as a cop. He's a real cop.
Okay, so now say that
Fuck him anyway.
Exactly.
Okay, say
What's that?
hold on. Hypothetical scenario. Say I'm George Lopez, right?
Okay.
And if I say, okay, fuck it then, let's go around the corner. But I'll tell you what, this is off the record, homie.
Yeah.
Like, you're not a fucking cop. You're a regular civilian. You're going to throw putazos, and then that's it.
Yeah.
If he can agree to that, of course. But I still wouldn't trust a fucking cop.
And that's the situation. That's the difficult situation that really was. Like, if you grew up in LA, you can't trust a cop. You can't trust him for shit.
hell
And,
No.
and this guy was a cop.
Okay.
Nowhere.
This guy had his badge and his gun. He told George, look, I'm going to give him my badge and my gun. We could go do that right now.
Yeah, I didn't know that
Fuck you,
shit.
you're a fucking cop.
Yeah.
If you weren't a cop, okay, man, then maybe
Nah.
I'll consider. But we're in a fucking event here, and you're hitting me up in front of a bunch of people.
But
Come
he
on,
sh-
man.
But George Lopez shouldn't have been talking shit,
Why did you
bro.
catch me on the streets?
But George Lopez shouldn't have been talking shit, bro.
Yeah, but Eric Estrada knows he's a
But now-
stand-up
now
comic.
George
He
Lopez
could
was
have
trying
gone to
help
the
everybody
show.
else out. I don't know.
Okay, but last thing, okay. I like that we have two sides. But say that he never called out George Lopez.
Yeah.
Let's just say he never said, take a swing at me.
Okay.
My thing is this: Eric Estrada at least was man enough to walk up to him like, bro, what do you got against me?
Yeah.
What do you got against me?
I mean, I don't take that away from him, but like I said, Eric Estrada knows he's a stand-up comic. He knows exactly where this guy is at every fucking night. He could have just gone there one night that George Lopez puts out, hey, I'm gonna be here. Why didn't he go over there? It's at night, nobody can see. Goes up to him, let's go.
Maybe you should call him up and ask
Why
him.
would he do it in a public event where a bunch of these fancy ass people are all around?
You know what I think
Like,
today,
bro,
Alex? I think Norbert got a little bit more ballsy because he threw on the Lokes. All
Hey.
good. All good, Javi G, man. Appreciate the phone
I
call.
appreciate it, man.
All right, bro.
Oh yeah, brother. Hey, follow my own bagging. Got a new one coming out tomorrow. Big one.
Ah,
Good
shit.
one.
All good, homie.
Hells yeah.
Thank you. All right, let's keep it push. Oh, shit. We're going to take one more phone call and then we're good. Okay, so let's see. This is the caller.
Oh, damn.
Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Christina, Arizona.
What's up? You got a question,
Christina.
comment?
What's up?
Yes, I was wondering what you thought about Brian Koberger.
Brian Cobra?
No, Brian Koberger.
Kohlberger.
I'm not sure who that is. Can you?
He's the guy that stabbed those kids in Idaho.
Was it like 9 kids or 6 kids, something like that?
It was 5, right? 5. It was 4 kids.
That was 4 kids.
Wow. You know what? I'm going to have to educate myself on that one and we'll bring it up the next time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah, please do, because I wanted to know what you thought about him.
Okay.
Like, if, especially that other girl that, didn't call 911 when it happened. She went ahead and did some nappy time.
Wow. Okay.
Shit.
Well.
We'll definitely look into that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We appreciate you calling us up and informing us about that because
Definitely.
I wasn't quite sure. So, thank you, caller.
What's up, Tony?
What's up, brother?
Hey.
Thank you. Have a good
You got it.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Since we really couldn't answer that, we'll take one more.
All right.
Okay. Let's go, callers. But let's see. Okay, caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Tony? It's the home Kike from the city of Escondido.
What's up, Kike? ¿Cómo
What's
estás,
up,
bro?
Kike?
Bien, güey. How you guys doing, doggy?
Good, bro.
Good, man. Having a blast.
Hey, fucking Norbeez, un comentario, güey.
Go for it, man. You don't like the hat. I know it.
Nah, homie.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, man.
Hey, I just wanted to talk about something that happened to me about a week and a half ago. With I got to as you guys told you guys before, I'm from Escondido, but I had a holiday over there in the city of Burbank,
Okay.
and went to go. And the house is also fitted, and it has 2 studios. Well, the trippy part is that we went into the house to go do our holiday or whatever, but the people that live in the house, homie, are dressed in all black. One of the fools had a putazo in his eye, And in one of the rooms that we went to go check it out and shit, they had a fucking tecolote with like a gang of candles.
Oh shit.
And like the only thing I can say is that it was just tripped out fucking vibes, dog. And everyone was gringos, bro.
Not surprised.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it just tripped me the fuck out, fool. And like, I just wanted to do my job and get the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to tell you guys that's just something that just happened to me. I never thought something like that would happen to me in my life and shit, but it was just a fucking trip.
Damn.
That's wild, dude.
Worshiping a tecolote.
Jesus.
All good. All right, my brother. Thank you, man.
Yeah, appreciate that one.
Yeah, you guys take it easy, bro.
Okay, my bro.
You too, man.
Good. I would have thought you would have put Jesus Christ. Anyways, we're good. Oh, God. Okay, let's see. All right, Norbert, what's one thing you learned today? If anything,
You know,
what do you take away from tonight?
nothing is ever as it seems. The devil's in the detail.
Okay, so you don't believe in God, but you believe the devil.
Huh? What? now who's putting words in whose mouths?
I'm only asking.
I said that about atheists. I didn't say that me saying I'm not an atheist. I couldn't be an atheist.
You're borderline atheist. I know you are.
If anything, I'm more
Mormon.
I'm okay with having 3 or 4 wives.
All right.
But no, I am definitely more on God. Now, Jesus, that's a whole nother topic.
Okay, now I have to ask you, what God?
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know how I can.
Playing the devil's advocate.
I don't know how anyone could give God a name except for God.
Well, God is a man's
God
name.
is God.
So, yeah.
God. He said that at me.
So, but
For me, God is God. I mean, I don't believe I have the capacity or the right to give God a specific name.
Well, he actually does have a name.
Well, according to scripture, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing is that a lot of people don't know how to pronounce
But
it.
that's why I tell people what gave those people. I know they want to say they have connection with God or they were there. But look at it. The Pope says the same thing. The Pope is the link to God. So whatever the Pope says is what God says. What makes that guy different from those guys that wrote the scripture?
Okay,
But again, that's a whole new another
I can answer
topic.
that easily, but I'm not going to. But you know what? I appreciate the question because I was once there. At one point, look, let me tell you something, man. What a lot of people don't know, when I started reading the scripture, after I started studying a little bit of ancient Egypt, when I started reading the scripture, I really wanted to disprove it.
Yeah.
I did. This is fake.
Yeah.
Okay? And the more and more I dug, the more and more.
You know, I want to put it out there that I was a pro at Sunday school. Every time they quizzed us, 100% right here.
Okay.
Read it all and studied it and memorized it. And then, well, it was an odd situation where I came to a realization where because I needed to start looking on the inside out, where I wanted to know more about me. Because everything that I learned has nothing to do with me and has everything to do with that side of the world, which is their stuff. For me, that's their stuff. I was more interested in learning who we were as a raza on this side of the world. What's our story? What's our God? What's our beliefs? How are we different from theirs? Not to say theirs is wrong, but I'm just saying that's theirs. If whoever believes in it, that much respect. For me, I want to see why our history got erased, why our books got burned, why they take our stuff and send it across the seas and not give it back anymore. Even to this day, they don't give it back. You could still see our stuff in their museums and our books in their museums, and they still won't give it back, knowing that it belongs to us here. When I came to that realization, I said it was a good book. It says a lot of good things, a lot of bad things, but that's theirs. It's not mine. And that's what I'm going to put it at.
Oh, good. Can we get a round of applause for Norbert, please? Yeah, let's give him a round of applause. That was good. That was like, I was almost shedding a tear right there, my bro. Anyways, first and foremost, any shout outs, Norbert? Anything you want to say?
Shout out to the Roadium Warriors. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for staying with us on that 4-hour interview, which was amazing.
Yes.
And I saw so many of you guys in there sticking it out because just like you and just like me, it went by really quickly. And I know we all want another Smoking with the Wizard to come have.
Oh, yeah, we got another one lined up already. Not necessarily with B-Real, but with another one. Yeah. Another legendary group.
The good part about that is that we have quite a good amount of people that
smoke. Yeah. Okay, another thing is tomorrow, Mike Jimenez, the artist, the kid from East LA, him and his father will be here. So once again,
who they call El Gallo Negro, because I think he has a kind of like a picture dressed like from the Blood In, Blood Out character.
Right. So we'll be here tomorrow, and then Monday we'll be here live promoting the To Live and Die in LA event.
Oh my God! If you haven't gotten your tickets, go and get your tickets.
Yes.
You're gonna be able to meet so many people. Specifically, a lot of people from that came through Roadium Radio.
Right.
Not to mention Tony A. But if you haven't gotten your tickets and you live in the area or you're outside the area, you don't want to miss this event. It's very big. It's on the east side.
Yes.
Beautiful view of downtown. So many good people are going to be there.
Hell yeah. So I'm going to be there. We'll be there podcasting. I'm not going to have a show on Wednesday because, you know, obviously I'm going to be, I got things to do. So I'm going to do it for Monday. So tomorrow and then Monday, and then we'll be back Saturday live at To Live and Die in LA. And then I'm still deciding whether I'm going to do my Sunday show. Simply because that's a lot. I have a lot going on.
It's a lot.
So, other than that, you guys, let me go shout out to once again my co-host News with Norbeez. Let me give a shout out to Alex Cervantes Enterprise, my son B-SKANLESS, and also to the Hip Hop JEDI, and also to our moderators and everybody who dropped money on the live chat. Everybody who subscribed.
Wait, did we have any?
Did we have any live chats? If not, then
yes, we did.
Go ahead. Say him.
This fool dropped $2. He said,
that's his name, this fool?
Yeah, this fool.
Okay.
This fool. There's a bunch of eyes. And then he put computers/robots are taking our jobs, not paisas.
Not computer, AIs.
Yeah, that's what.
All right.
1X300 dropped $5. He said immigration opinions are not a problem themselves, but we'll all know that many white express racism. I don't know what that word is. I think he's misspelled that.
Okay.
Connotations. It says I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird.
Okay, just go ahead. Go to the next one.
Yeah. All right, that's it. That's it, man.
Okay, so I want to thank everybody in the live chat, everybody who commented, subscribed, everybody who dropped money in the on super chats. Much love, much respect. Thank you to all new subscribers. Thank you for everybody who tuned in. If it wasn't for you guys, we would not be here. So once again, thank you. Much love. And I want to give a shout out to my neighborhood, because let me tell you something. I could walk around my neighborhood, okay, and it is fucking love. It truly, truly is love. I went to the market today, and there was a guy telling me, "Hey, man, I'm a big fan. I'm from the neighborhood, blah, blah, blah." And, you know, it is much love. So once again, God bless Wilmas. There it is there.
We got one more.
Oh.
Brian AHR dropped $199. He said Tony would interview GRLA Hebrew from Sakari. I don't know. They want to know if you would interview GRLA Hebrew from Sakari.
Okay, before I say yes, I need to know who he is.
Yeah.
And because if it doesn't pertain to the podcast, because this is predominantly music when I do Roadium Radio, let me look him up. Or if not, if you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, DM me some of his info or his page or whatever. But I'm going to try to look him up. But yeah, you know, if I think it'll be educational, yes, I would. Okay. I would never, ever bring on somebody where we're going to debate, bro.
Of course not.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make ourselves look silly and we're just going to go back and forth and somewhat argue, you know, because look, here's my thing. If somebody would have asked me, show me proof. if you ask me a question the size of this room and you only want a small yes or no answer for it, you're not going to get that, bro.
I hate it when they do that. It's a yes or no. Yes or no.
Yeah, you're not going to get that, bro.
I hate it. No, I don't like it when people tell me it's just a yes or no. It's never just a yes or no.
It's never just a yes or no. And then when I'm trying to talk, the person would just keep yelling, keep talking. You know, it's kind of like that one guy that asked me about the Chicano rap documentary.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he never let me answer it. But he's busy, active on my comments. Tony this, Tony that, Tony this, Tony this. Bro, you can call it any time. You know, so, but let me answer.
Exactly.
So, anyways, we're out of here. You guys, see you guys tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Mike Jimenez, much love, respect. We out of here.
Capital of the nation. This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
Gang capital of the nation. This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
Gang capital of the nation. This is Los Angeles.
Breaking news.
Gang capital of the nation. This is Los Angeles.